channel. Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Martin Kilcoyne with you on the program. A gentleman by the name of J. Bennett Burkett. Doug, I don't know if you saw the email from Jackson last night, but he said going forward, J. Bennett Burkett will be the only way that we can address him.
Okay. Seems awfully stuffy.
Well, I've earned it.
I agree with that. Watch the program on the TMA STL YouTube channel. Maybe today's the day Doug gets those silver chunks. We're at 7,180 subscribers, and you get silver chunks.
To go with the gold bullion.
When we hit 7,200 subscribers. So subscribe to the TMA STL YouTube channel and join in the Form Energy YouTube chat if you want to. I mean, I think for every one person who talks, there are probably about, I guess the math is about 25 who don't. So don't feel obligated to, but if you do, you can talk to Tashara Jones Snowplow, who says that Pedro Page's ERA is better than Matthew Liberatore's.
Oh, no.
And that's 4 laughing emojis.
Well, Pages was able to shave it last night.
Mm-hmm.
With his hitting award.
4.50.
Pretty efficient, actually.
Yeah, effective outing. So you have that. Then you got the way to call in. Chairman Kurt mans these Collier and Thompson phone lines, 314-974-0101, 314-974-0101. 0101. And then you got the Air Comfort Service text inbox, 314-399-9646. Jugs in D.C., Doug, who has made it clear that the Cardinals will make the playoffs, and I believe he got it at 3-1 a few months ago, has issued a statement to start today's program, even though it's not the Lifetime Roofing lead. It is something that he has issued a statement on, and he wants to get it out early. Sticks a fork in him. Doug, I'm moving on. Jugs in D.C.
Really? I don't know what would make you say that. I thought we were worried about the bounce back from that horrendous loss on Sunday, and we saw what they had in him last night. Absolutely nothing. There was no bounce at all.
How dare you?
Less stressful that way.
I guess so.
Too many one-run games, Doug.
Got a chance to breathe a little bit last night.
So they've lost 4 in a row, but the Reds handed them one, so it's really kind of like they lost 5 in a row.
Mm-hmm. Still only 5 games out in the wild card, so yes, Daddy do likey.
Oh, boy.
Everyone in front of them continues
I'm a little worried about Tim cashing his ticket for the win total. I mean, this team seems to be stalling a little bit.
We've already spent that money and moved on to putting all the money on Missouri winning the national championship.
Well, that's a good move.
Yeah.
That seems likely.
Thank you.
It'll be an upset if they don't win at all.
I agree with you. Doug, you are charged with the Lifetime Roofing lead, and I have a feeling it might get a little more difficult going forward. Dustin McClendon and Lifetime Roofing sponsors this Lifetime Roofing lead. Lifetime Roofing is online at lifetimeroofingstl.com, and you hear Lifetime Roofing, you go, okay, well, they just do roofing.
No, they don't.
We also are talking exteriors. We're talking siding, and they work with James Hardy Siding. They say, I don't know who that is. I used to wear Ed Hardy. That was great. But this is James Hardy, and I don't believe there is a relationship between the two parties. James Hardy Siding is a big deal in the industry. It's a certified James Hardy Siding contractor. And here's your question. Well, why is James Hardy Siding? It's the #1 brand for durability, curb appeal, and best-in-class return on investment. And Lifetime Roofing has earned James Hardy Alliance status, which is designed to connect homeowners directly with premium James Hardy preferred contractors. It's Lifetime Roofing and Dustin McClendon, locally owned, veteran owned, and online at lifetimeroofingstl.com. You have a roofing need, a siding need, work with Lifetime Roofing, STL.com, sponsor of Doug Vaughn's Lifetime Roofing lead here on the Morning After 101 ESPN and the TMA STL YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to present to you Douglas Elvin Vaughn.
Well, I suppose it is the Cardinals. It should probably be Dolly Parton, but since we're supposed to be kind of a sports show, I guess the Cardinals is the lead.
I think you brought Dolly Parton. I kind of think that might be the lead.
Yeah,
I actually do think it is the lead.
All right, let's
Wow, Martin, I think you're being serious, and I'm going to lay it down. I'll be honest with you. I had 6-7 suited. I'd like to see a flop.
Did you? Yeah.
For this show, I do think Dolly Parton's the lead.
Yeah,
I have to be honest with you. What are you going to talk about, how bad Liberatore is?
Yeah, no.
5 hours of that.
Dolly Parton is the new lead.
Jackson, do you agree with that?
I'm in.
But that isn't an agreement. Did you notice that?
It was not emphatic.
Yeah.
Well, I think it absolutely is.
By the way, I talked to McGreevy yesterday. He was mentioning your golf outing.
Whoa. We're embargoing that topic.
Oh, I'm sorry. Because there was some talk about Jackson score, and I may have been able to get an eye roll.
I think Papers had a good round.
Yeah, but the fact that I said apparently Papers didn't know his exact score, and I think I got a little eye roll. I would never troll you.
No, of course not.
Because the guy doesn't post his scores, nobody knows, and that's how he's going to wind up in the bottom of the river someday.
Yeah, but I'll go down there as Jay Bennett Burkett.
That is true. That is true.
But there was a little bit of an eye roll. I said, apparently doesn't know his scores ever.
He's the Ty Webb of St. Louis.
That's right.
But that pompadour looks good today, by the way. It really does.
No,
The blonde
I appreciate
Elvis.
it. Thank you.
It's Jackie Bevers, I'm telling you.
Appreciate that.
Doug, I was stunned that when I saw the news that Dolly Parton had passed away at the age of 80.
I was too. I think I'd seen her on TV not too long ago, just a couple months ago, and she looked great. They said it was a brief bout with cancer, killed her.
Jeez.
Yeah, that one hits hard because she was the kind of person that just wasn't ever supposed to die. You just figured she'd always be here with us because she's been in the national spotlight for 60 some odd years, and just one of the few celebrities that had 100% approval rating from everybody.
Yeah,
you just couldn't listen to her talk or sing and just not immediately like her. Just such a fantastic personality and so generous with charities and just an A-plus person in every aspect. Kind of a classic piece of Americana there. She came from, I guess she had 11 brothers and sisters, and they lived in a 2-room house in Tennessee, like a log cabin
on
almost.
the river. She
no
was
plumbing or electricity.
Born in what was at the time a 1-room cabin on this river in East Tennessee, and her father had no money, so they paid the doctor who delivered her in cornmeal. And I was watching an old interview with Julia Roberts last night. Jackson, what's her best picture per Movie Boy, which will have a new episode coming out. What do we have as far as Julia
I'm
Roberts?
a Notting Hill guy.
I'm a Notting Hill guy.
Over Pretty
Title of the
Woman?
segment, Chairman Kurt. You can already type it in. I am a Notting Hill guy.
I love Pretty Woman, but Notting Hill is probably the one I've seen of hers the most.
Doug, hold on a second. Watch this. I'm just a boy standing in front of a boy asking him to love me.
Oh, gosh.
Julia Roberts, Notting Hill. Hugh Grant. Think about it.
Yep.
That's your favorite picture?
Of Julia Roberts. Yeah.
Okay.
Where do you put Sleeping with the Enemy?
It's good.
Didn't sound emphatic.
No, it's nice.
Mystic Pizza.
I like Mystic Pizza.
Was she the star in Aaron Brockovich?
Yes.
How about that one?
I like Aaron Brockovich a lot.
Okay.
But it's just not as much as Notting Hill.
Okay.
What about the house on Chasey Lane?
I don't know if I've seen that picture.
Her top Rotten Tomatoes movie is The Normal Heart. Never
seen
heard of it.
No.
Jackson, that's like Movie Boy podcast giving us a critics. We know better than you. So you need to watch The Normal Heart and come back and give us a review tomorrow if you could.
Notting Hill, number 4, Rotten Tomatoes.
Julia Roberts, what picture was she in with Dolly Parton, Jackson?
I'm not positive on that.
Okay.
Sorry.
Movie Boy new episode
Get
coming
back to
out.
that.
Steel Magnolias.
And she was talking about how they were on set one day and it was super hot and humid wherever they were shooting, somewhere down south, I would imagine. And they're all complaining about it. And Dolly Parton wasn't saying a thing. And she turned to Dolly and said, "Dolly, it's okay. You can complain too." She goes, "No." She goes, "No, let it out." And she goes, "Well, when I grew up, I was so poor, I just wanted to be rich and famous, and here I am, so I figure I'm not going to complain about anything." That's kind of a nice little perspective.
You know, quite a career. Wrote hundreds of songs. Say many that still haven't even been recorded. She wrote so many of them.
Did I hear Islands in the Stream was a Bee Gees song?
It was written by the Gibb brothers, and Doug went on a boat with them in Miami.
Well, it was just Andy Gibb was off to the side by himself.
Mirror and a razor blade, huh?
I didn't see that.
No, you.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I was just
checking.
sky high on drugs the whole time I was there.
Well, rest in peace, Dolly. I'm sure, Jackson, is that the music theme today? This is a
For
sports show, so
sure.
you probably...
Are you
Oh,
kidding
really?
me?
All right.
You have them all ready to go, probably.
Yeah, it's Dolly Parton. Treasure
You just got
trove.
talked down to.
No, I was...
Becoming a thing. And I'm the troll.
You literally just trolled me minutes ago.
Oh man, Doug,
I
this is
didn't.
awkward.
I just kind of stumbled into a troll.
Right. Yeah.
He engaged. I had no idea.
So often you get tripped up, and then it ends up with you falling on my carcass.
falling on my carcass.
It was thrown at me.
they're tossing Jackson's body around the streets.
Yeah.
Metaphorically. And then I did kind of put the bus in reverse.
Do what you gotta do.
Jackson, is Casey Musgraves the new Dolly Parton?
No. There's no new Dolly Parton. There was only one Dolly Parton.
Yeah, there's only one Dolly.
And in a world where we do hate everybody or somebody hates you, she's kind of the Darren Pang of entertainment.
Oh, wow.
Approval.
that?
Like as far as
I never saw her billed as that when she would show up on the
Well,
Tonight Show.
I'm
or something.
trying
Might be a
hard.
nice tribute for you to tweet out.
I'm trying hard.
Is that because she's short?
No, I'm trying
Dolly
hard.
Parton was short?
5 feet.
Oh, is that right? I had no idea. Huh.
She would always wear platform heels, so you'd always see her next to people, and she'd be pretty tall, taller. But
Well, this is a sports adjacent show.
Right.
So I was trying to help those who are struggling with the content.
yeah,
That she was kind of like the Darren Pang in terms of approval
right.
in a world where everyone is hated.
Yeah.
In a world.
It was impossible to hate her.
Yeah.
She had such a personality, just instantly. Just seeing her brought a smile to your face.
I saw her on Letterman one time, and she was talking about some filming, and she said, David, it was so windy, my hair flew 2 blocks down the street, like making fun of the fact that she had a giant wig. I'm like, she kept it real, you know?
Yeah. Real humble superstar.
So you're going to be no good to us after this
I'm
news.
not going to be much good to you today.
Did you ever meet her in all your travels?
No, I never did. Never saw her perform live. Or
Tonight on Sports Plus, Dolly Parton joins us.
Dolly Parton was on Sports Plus?
No, I'm just assuming that anytime somebody dies, you have to roll out when you had that guess. So I was extrapolating that it might have happened. What's going on with the Titans?
Did you ever go to Dollywood?
No, but I'd like to go.
Yeah.
Remote?
Could be
Yeah,
nice.
we did a show from there.
Is it an amusement park with? That's all. Largely, it's like a Six Flags.
Yeah, kind of. Little, I think, maybe closer to like Silver Dollar City.
Oh yeah, good comp.
from
That's a
what I've
better
read-
comp than my panger. I'm going to go ahead and admit it.
Tim is the new Dolly Parton. He is sexy. Everyone loves him, and he needs 4-inch platforms to stand 5 feet tall.
Stop.
Doug, that's from that little slut tinsel.
Oh, gosh.
Your
Tinsel.
dog is texting?
Tinsel was a sweet little dog, just a little promiscuous, maybe. It was a different time.
Right.
It was
Tim,
the
there's a-
70s.
Fast times.
Tim, our buddy Patrick at Immaculata
Yeah,
says,
Patrick over to Macolata.
all right, I love Martin, but he has been so talkative recently. Any chance less Martin, more Doug? Which is a fair question.
So talkative recently.
Do you find yourself more talkative recently?
But I also noticed on July 31st, I love Martin, but he has been so talkative recently. Any chance less Martin and more Doug?
Boy, the text audit really can bring things to light.
And the interesting thing about July 31st, I would have been gone the previous like 4 or 5 days. But Doug, take the floor.
No, you
It's
go
yours.
ahead and talk.
No,
It is a
you
talk
take-
show. It's fine to talk.
Hey, Tim, how much did you put on the Cardinal win total? If you don't win, I want to pay you, but I need to start skimming some money off my kid's school lunch bill to cover it. That's from the Oakville O-Face. Well, I need them to win 3 more games out of how many left? I don't know.
Almost 40, I think.
So, Doug, if they go 2-38, I will
Seems
lose the bet.
possible based on last night's effort. It could be possible.
2-38. And then the Oakville O-Face is going to cover it, but he's going to skim off his kid's school lunch fund
Okay, that's
in
fair.
order to pay it. Yeah, my issue is I got to figure out how I collect money because where I bet it has shut down.
Let's go Chi-Town.
Chi-Town stand up?
Yeah, they got one out there.
Wait a minute. Chicago's my county.
Yeah,
Edward G. Robin.
we can all go up there, pay what, $60 to drive through, and then
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right, Doug. You got the toll situation. That's
I
going to
guess-
cut into the P&L.
I guess I realized I drove through it to go to Wisconsin. Then we came back to go to a Cubs game. Then we
Yeah.
went back to Wisconsin. Then we came back
you
to
think it
St.
got
Louis.
triple banged.
I guess I did. Yeah.
So it's like more like 15 to 20 a trip.
I don't know. It was $58.
Well, that was the grand total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still seems awfully high.
Sure.
58?
That's why they wanted to sell you that pass. It's like, well, you could buy $60 for the year, and just spend it one time.
I guess. Boy, you'd have to if you live there. You'd have
100%. You ask anybody in Jersey or like parts of the Northeast to have a ton of those toll roads. You got to buy a pass or you're screwed.
And if I don't pay it, the next time I get pulled over, they'll hit me hard.
Yeah.
They'll hit me real hard like.
They'll take out that phone book and start whipping on you.
Or maybe with a rubber hose.
A real whiskey-soaked detective.
Little known fact. The 2011 Cardinals attribute the World Championship to Doug showing up in the clubhouse to sing Dolly's timeless classic 9 to 5 whilst donning a sundress and pigtails. It's from the Cousin of Moo Man. Well, Martin, did the Two Fox ever cover that?
He's
Martin
not talking. No.
He raised his hand to confirm that the Two Fox did cover Doug,
I would defer to you on that. If you would just answer that.
I don't believe I saw you there, which is why we don't have a lot of video.
Although with LaRussa managing, you can't rule anything out.
What about like a major league style cutout, but it's of Doug, and you keep peeling back the layers after every win?
Oh, yeah, like they did with owner Rachel Phelps. Was that Rachel Phelps?
Yeah.
Which actress played Rachel Phelps?
Oh, boy. Good question, Tim, that I don't have the answer.
Nice question,
movie
Tim.
boy.
Was it 1989?
1989. R-rated
The
picture. I
same
saw
year.
it at Kenrick. Doug, is that still open?
Oh, I don't think so.
The same year as Steel Magnolias, where Julia Roberts and Dolly Parton shared the screen.
Yeah.
That was, of course, not Renee Russo. That was Margaret Whitten.
Margaret Whitten. Was she in The Secret of My Success?
I don't know what she was.
You ever see The Secret of My Success? Michael J. Fox.
No.
Yeah,
She wasn't. And she tried to seduce her nephew, right? And her nephew was Michael J. Fox.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, but a lot of films that recently released have kind of taken up that plot line.
Yeah. It is.
Of an older lady seducing her nephew? That's a popular plot line now?
Depends on where you're looking.
Budget $12 million, box office $111.
Look at that. Secret of My Success.
Why
And that
don't
was
we
a
make a
Night Ranger
movie?
song? Was that a Night Ranger song?
I don't know.
In the mid to late 80s, you could put out just about anything. You'd make a lot of money, especially if you put Michael J. Fox in it.
How about this, Martin? You got some support from Doug's Dungeon Dweller. Free Martin. So that's a response to Patrick and Immaculata. Martin just gave a thumbs up. How about this? Doug sucks. That's from the 314.
All right,
No,
here we
I'm
go.
not
All right,
talking
here we go.
Yes, pool scene, bro. That's from Sticky Ricky. Remember that pool scene with Michael J. Fox and Margaret Whitten?
I don't.
Who would later own the Cleveland
Careful.
baseball team.
Yeah.
Wow, that was close.
I don't remember. I didn't see the picture.
Not a bad film. Was that Helen Slater?
I just don't know.
Helen Slater? Is she related to Christian Slater? No relation.
What about Slater Martin?
Yeah, what about that part, too?
No relation to either.
Why hasn't Matt Holliday stopped by the show? Come on, Martin, get it together. That's from the Heiser House Hooligan.
I believe he'll be calling us today.
How about that?
Really?
Talked a little bit with Matt the Bat yesterday. We largely congregated and picked on the cat, is what we mostly
that what it was?
Yeah, I have to be honest. The cat's like, oh, great. Yeah, okay, here we go. Go ahead. And like, Holiday's obsessed with the fact that Jim ran for office and became an alderman. And then Jim admitted he got his issue resolved and then he was no longer alderman. So I would never troll Jackson, but I offered to Matt, I said, boy, isn't that terrible that Jim, once he handled his business, no longer cared about the populate, and
It's almost like it was about him and not the people.
And so then Matt took that pitch and hammered it to left. So Matt the Bat is in town, obviously, with Jackson Holliday here, and will join us at some point. I did let him know. We were talking, most shows like to promote. Coming up, we've got the great Brett Musburger at 8:30. Like, you like to let people know. Mm-hmm. So we were talking about how this show is not a well-oiled machine. He said, oh, it's still the same? And I said, yeah, pretty much. And he said, well, what time should I call? What's best? And I gave him the example how John Hamm just called in, and when he was ready to, he goes, oh, I like that. I'm going to do that. So
Perfect.
at some point today,
At any moment, Chairman Kurt.
if you would tweet that out, Jackson, let the audience know.
Oh, yeah. What's the TMA coming up today? Tweet.
Where is
Cardinals lost.
Is that what it says?
Blues off season.
Matt Holliday may or may not call in.
I like that.
College football.
But if you say Matt Holliday may or
Nonsense.
may not call, you got to listen to the whole show.
Yeah. Anytime from 7 to 11, he's liable to call in.
What if he calls an ATMA?
Ooh. Talks over with Ken.
Could sign some stuff while he's in town.
Yeah. I know that wrist still works.
But I
Snapped
believe,
it out of the Plowhawks hand.
believe he will join us on the program.
So there you go, Heiser House Hooligan. Martin's all over it. Healthcare Revolution sponsors the 7 o'clock hour, and the reason why Jackson's hair looks so wonderful is healthcare-evolution.com. Thank you, Logan. I saw Logan Taylor yesterday. What a delightful gentleman. Jackson, tell the audience what you did at Healthcare Evolution and why your locks are so flush.
So I've obviously tried a lot of things when it comes to hair rejuvenation, hair loss treatments. And so when Logan from Healthcare Evolution originally talked to me, I was like, okay, like I'll come in, take a look, but I've got to be honest, I was a little dubious just because I've gone through everything. He showed me his results after doing the procedure that they do at Healthcare Evolution for 1 year's time, and I was like, wow, that is night and day difference. So I said, let's do it. Took about 15, 20 minutes the first time around, took about 5 minutes the second time, and before my second session even, you could see the results in the before and after pictures, and it's crazy. And even now, it's even better. So thank you to Healthcare Evolution. They can help you out as well. Just have them go take a look at your scalp, see if this is right for you. You can do it here in St. Louis. You don't have to leave the country. You don't have to spend a ton of money. You can do it right here in St. Louis with our friends over at Healthcare Evolution.
Yeah, all you got to do is go to healthcare-evolution.com, and a phone consultation is free. And you get 70% off an in-person consultation when you're a TMA listener, healthcare-evolution.com. Guys, last night at the Cardinal game, I sat near the Coca-Cola Unlimited section, and it was also Naruto night.
Yeah.
I believe I saw every person who is on the TMA Reddit page at the game in that section. That's from the Tin Man. Doug, what the hell is Naruto? I remember
Naruto.
Remember that cute little Ricky Martin.
Naruto.
I was at the game and I saw a bunch of people dressed like that with headbands on.
Are you into Naruto?
I didn't know what it was.
Never seen an episode, but it's an anime television.
I figured that, but looking at the picture,
And
Japanese
why is it
anime?
popular on the TMA Reddit page?
I don't. Well, it's extremely popular with younger people and certainly some folks who like to peruse the internet.
No, Doug,
based on what I know.
What does that mean? Isn't that
people
everybody?
yeah, but I know, but like people who like
Kind of live there?
have been on the internet now for a long time. Maybe you
People
supposed
whose only friends might be their cyber friends? Is that what you're saying?
That's what you're saying.
That's what he's saying,
but
Martin.
it's so popular that it can't just be that.
Okay.
That is like the stereotype of someone who watches anime, but it is honestly so popular that it is
And what does this guy do? Naruto?
Naruto.
Yeah, him too.
He's a warrior. He's like
He's a cartoon warrior.
Yes. He's a ninja.
Doug, it's for incels. Thanks. That's from Nordica Hockey.
I get
That
it.
would be the stereotype.
Based
Narrative
on-
that's out there.
Based on who I saw wearing the jerseys, it kind of looked like maybe an
But like
incel
Jordan
community.
Walker is really into Naruto.
Oh!
Okay, he's the
Martin,
exception.
cancel that surprise appearance.
I'm telling
Jordan
you how
Walker,
popular
never
it is.
mind.
It's not just for incels. That's
in the
like what
text,
people in the
never
text line
mind.
are going to say.
Yeah, a lot of them, actually.
Right
now.
But
And
I'm
this guy's
telling you,
a
it's
warrior?
extremely popular.
How do you spell it?
Naruto.
Papers, are you interested in it?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I don't watch any anime stuff. It's just never been for me. But I like some Japanese filmmaking is really cool. Like
Give me an example.
Studio Ghibli. Ever seen Spirited Away?
Doug, Studio
heaven's
Ghibli.
sakes, no.
Princess.
Who's the incel now?
Okay. Spirited Away is a fantastic movie, and if you can get over the animation style, which is a little different, especially being in a different language, but it's really, really good.
Was Speed Racer sort of pre-anime?
Yes.
Nice question.
Yes.
Because it had that weird vibe. It was not like a typical
as a Japanese
cartoon.
Yeah.
Was it Chim Chim that was always in the back seat?
Chim.
Remember that?
I just can't imagine being late teenager, early 20-something, and you're sitting there watching Japanese anime all the time.
Getting a little close to the kink shaming realm.
A lot of young athletes are really, really into it.
Well, what's so good about this thing? this
I
show?
don't know. I've never seen it.
Okay.
It was never for me. Kids would watch Dragon Ball Z as a kid. I never watched any of it.
But at least they were there at the game
Yeah, they were
support.
there,
Would
yeah.
you rather watch a Liberatore start or Naruto today?
A Liberatore start.
Oh, wow. When did you
His
pull the
ERA
winning?
is now 5.44. Pedro Page's ERA is 4.5. That was brought up in a text earlier in the program. And Pages was able to close out the Cardinal pitching line with an inning only allowing a hit. Liberatore had 4 innings and allowed 8 runs, 8 of them earned on 8 hits, 2 home runs. I have to tell you, if you are in the wagering community, Matthew Liberatore lets you know real early on where the evening's going to go. You can tell real early on where he is. It's pretty consistent. Now, the variable is what usually is the 4th inning, but you know if you've got good Liberatore or bad Liberatore, and there really isn't much in between. And from the beginning, it was crystal clear it was going to be bad Liberatore. And I realize they didn't get it going until the 3rd inning, but you can watch and see if he's got the typical bite on the pitches that he has going when he has a good start, and it was clear that it was not the case. I believe that 2 Saturdays ago went to the Rockies game, and I don't know if he allowed a run in the first. Oh, yeah, he did, because Jake McCarthy had a home run in the first pitch, but they were hammering him, but you could tell that he was bad Liberatore, and then eventually the chickens came home to roost. Last night, the chickens came home to roost in the 3rd inning, and then it got away from him in the 5th inning, Doug, when 8 runs were scored.
Right, I noticed that. Yeah, that home run that Encarnacion Strand hit, that was just a bomb. I had bleacher seats and way up high. I thought, boy, they'll never hit a ball this high. They darn near did.
This team stinks. We've lost the Rosarena trade.
Yeah,
I'm willing to say that.
Yeah.
Travel agent.
It's a hot take. I'm willing to say it. It just stinks. You can't count on him. I think if you're being honest, if you're Chaim Bloom, you say, all right, what do we have in Matthew Liberatore? At times, not bad. Body of work, ERA of 5.44. You can't trust this guy. You got to do better. Whether it's Quinn Matthews, whether next year Hunter Dobbins, or if our guy Richard Fitz is healthy, or what, you can't just keep doing it. The rest of this year, you need him to go out there and make starts. That's what he does. He makes starts, not for long. You just can't keep doing this next year.
how about Gorman? You going to keep doing that
No.
after his performance
No.
last night?
What didn't you like?
Oh, well, he did strike out 3 of the 4 times he was up, and then walked very slowly back to the dugout.
You want him running back like an after athletic association?
Just a tiny little bit of enthusiasm at some point. Just a little bit more giddy up in his step.
Nolan Gorman got his eye back.
I don't know why that bothers me so much. I guess it shouldn't, but
Did you get ice cream man? That's from Sharon's Ladue Pool Boy.
it did not, no.
Is that David Lee Roth? Was that Solar or was that Van Halen where he did Ice Cream Man? Remember that? Play that for Doug a little later.
I remember Just Like Paradise. Was that 1988?
That was Solo. You're right.
Just Like Paradise? That was a solo. And was Steve Vai his lead guitarist?
Don't know who was the lead guitarist.
And that's before David Lee Roth replaced Howard Stern for a week?
I think it was 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Good run, though. Kind of like the late night score. Call in. Chairman Kurt's ready for Matt Holliday at 314-974-0101. But in the meantime, we will take calls from sororities ranging from Columbia, Missouri to Champaign, Illinois, and all points in between. Callier and Thompson sponsor the phone lines. Air Comfort Service sponsor the text inbox. And then, of course, Form Energy, the sponsor of the YouTube chat, where 237 friends are in there. And, Doug, we're trying to get to 7,200 subscribers today, as you will then be presented with silver chunks right here in the Stiefel studios. It's 7:28 in St. Louis. The program's called The Morning After, and it's presented to you by Brown & Crouppen on 101 ESPN. Doug, is this the all-timer?
I think it probably is. I think she said she wrote this and I Will Always Love You the same day. Just cranked them out.
It's kind of like us doing TMA and ATMA in the same day.
Very similar.
Often compared.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Doug, do you think it's often compared?
I think it is.
Martin, you really are paying tribute to Patrick and Immaculata. The program's called TMA, and it is presented to you by Brown and Crouppen on 101 ESPN. We broadcast from the Stiefel Studios here in the Healthcare Evolution 7 o'clock hour. The PolosPlus.com dossier, including a Matt Holliday appearance, time TBD, and hell, everything on this program's TBD, really.
Except for things and other stuff. That'll be in segment 7-3.
Yep, 7-3 says things and other stuff. But here in segment 7-2, we have Ali Marmol talking about Matthew Liberatore's struggles.
Oh, okay, Papers, please, hit the lever.
Libby was good at times and not very good at times. Was able to do some things throughout that game to get the 7 punch-outs, but at the same time had some really crucial at-bats where he couldn't finish guys. I wish we would have played for the chase there against Alonso with the lefty behind him that's on the ground left on left, but unfortunately we gave up the homer there. But yeah, wasn't good enough today. Well, he was first and third, nobody out, 3 out of the 5 innings he pitched, right? So that made it difficult on him. So he put himself in positions at times that weren't very favorable, was able to pitch out of some of it with the 4 punch-outs first time through, 3 punch-outs second time through, but overall just there was some really loud contact as well.
It is odd that you've got the stuff to get 7 strikeouts in 4 innings and still get rocked at the same time.
He misses middle so often.
Yeah.
And obviously that's not the intent, but I really think that if you were to break down why he has the issues that he has, and then at the same time in a start 5 days later can dominate, it's because of the misses. The stuff is good enough to give him perhaps, of the 5 starters, again, this is before the injuries, the highest ceiling. But then at the same time, it's the misses, and he gets lit up. I mean, my God. The Christian Encarnacion Strand home run was just, here you go, right down the middle, and you saw what he did with it. And Alonso got him as well in that same capacity, and that is why he has so many hard-hit balls. But at the same time, on those days where he doesn't have those misses, he can go out there and absolutely deal and then carve guys up. So, you know, at this point, you can't, and I'm talking at this point not in the season, I'm talking about as a starter in the major leagues with the Cardinals whenever 2027 season begins. He is a real liability because you, of course, can have these starts, but then these starts impact the next day and the next day when your bullpen is thin. And that's what he does. So then you just have to grind games out. And the next thing you know, Pedro Pages is appearing for the second time in 3 days.
Right, the guy who's not on an inning limit, or the one guy who they probably would let go a little deeper can't go deeper. It's a bit of a nightmare.
Well, since the bullpen is so thin, and apparently this is going to be the formula moving forward, where your starters, even when they're really good, only pitch 5 or 6 innings. Maybe he's a piggyback type of guy next year and beyond. Maybe he's that reliever that can come in the 6th or 7th inning and give you 2 innings. Save at least one relief pitcher every night, because it doesn't seem like you can move forward next year with him in the rotation. But he's obviously got some major league stuff.
For sure.
Maybe he's a lefty reliever.
I would agree with your take. That's his 2 days in a row we have agreement on takes. But yeah, when he's bad, you can tell it early on.
Yeah.
He's bad too often, though. It's just.
I understand that. I'm just saying, I'm looking at it from the gambling standpoint that you can see it and you go, okay, let's hammer the over. You can bet the other team. The over is really the one that's where there's real money to be made on it, because you can see it super early. And like I said, didn't give up any runs in the first inning, but you could tell it was going to be an issue early on in the program. Papers, we also have the Nolan Gorman recall, and what he has had in his conversations with Ali Marmol.
Yeah, this is pregame.
All right.
I told just about everyone I saw here that I've never been more excited to see them in my life. So yeah, it's just I'm glad to be back in this environment, and be able to go out there and just help these guys win. I really wanted to understand kind of what I needed to do to get back here and help these guys out, and just kind of express my confidence in what I've been working on, and just give them the feeling that, I'm not just down there sulking or, depressed. So yeah, it was a good conversation that we had, and I think we've got a pretty good relationship to be able to be honest with each other and go from there.
Yeah, I really hope he can get going again. He's got to be terribly frustrated.
Yeah, and sarcastically, you could say what you've been working on, because his strikeout rate was nearly 50% at Memphis.
That's right.
And then last night he returned 0 for 4 with 3 Ks. Definitely rooting for a guy, but it's another one like Liberatore where it just doesn't seem to be happening here.
It's hard to figure out what happened because, when he first came up, he was a different hitter than he is now. And now he's hitting his prime years. He's 26. He should be right smack in his prime. And it seems he's getting worse. That's pretty unusual. I mean, he had the 27 home runs in 2023. He looked like a real foundation to the team. Oh, you found somebody, a big power hitting third baseman. But he just hasn't had much sense.
But again, you're determining moving forward, okay, what do you got with this guy? What do you got with that guy? This year they're making all these determinations, I think, with Gorman. I think Gorman in the organization, you got to move on. Liberatore as a starter, you've got to move on. I mean, if we're not making some firm decisions here, then what's the point of this season? You look at your rotation, Leahy, Palante, McGreevy. What do you say about all that? You can count on them.
Yeah.
You kind of know what you're going to get. And you can't afford to have a guy like Liberatore. And you can't just keep rolling out Gorman and striking out. I mean, Tyler O'Neill, Dylan Carlson, I've said it before. These guys get to a point, you were hopeful, but then at some point you say, we got to move on. Just like they did with our guy Pozo. How about the return of Joel Pozo?
Yeah, I saw you had him on last night.
Oh, love Pozo.
Soundbite.
Love Pozo. You look in that Orioles locker room, there's Tyler O'Neill, Andrew Kittredge, Ryan Helsley's on the trip. I think he's injured. Pozo, I forgot he was on the Orioles. He was asked about the ovation he might get in his return. He said, well, I hope I get in the game. He hasn't played in over a week, so I'm not sure Pozo will be getting a warm welcome.
That's a guy you really have to root for. Such a great guy and great story. Living out of his car there for a while, trying to make it.
Tim, the Orioles are making a playoff charge. I don't know if you've noticed. They're only 2.5 back. They're also 4 games under 500. Only 2.5 back.
Doug, don't give up on the St. Louis Browns.
I haven't. I see the Brewers have now lost 2 in a row, and yet they are 30 games over 500. The Cardinals have a long, long way to go to match what the Milwaukee Brewers have got going.
I'll tell you what, I'm excited for this Brewers series.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Chuck. And then I saw the Royals have won 9 straight, and they're still 15 under. That's a little discouraging.
But at 15 under, they could make a charge at 8 games out of a playoff spot. Tigers 8 games under 500 after trading Skubal and Mize. They're 4.5 games out of a playoff spot. But I just like that they're staying in the fight and that could be rewarded by meeting a division winner in the first round. Now, if you want to look for something encouraging, maybe skip Memphis because a lot of their guys are now up here. Doug, let's head on down to Springfield, Missouri, where they're going to announce they're no longer going to be the Springfield Cardinals, but they will remain the Cardinal AA affiliate. That was made public yesterday that they're going to change the name.
But didn't tell us what the name change is going to be.
right.
What could that be? That's a pretty strong brand, isn't it? Springfield Cardinals.
Yeah, why would they do that?
I don't know. But the Cardinals have some things going on down there. And it starts with a guy who was it BK and Ferrario had Ryan Ludwig on Jackson last week?
He did.
And did you see what he talked about when it came to Rainiel Rodriguez and his talent? He compared it to Albert Pujols. So that's
nice.
You know, and that's a guy who this isn't like guy on Twitter needing people to listen to podcasts. Right. This is a guy who works for the organization and played in the major leagues with Albert Pujols. 19 years old, and this is now 2 straight games in which he hit 2 home runs. And also, Liam Doyle shuts out the opposition last night. And then Josiah Ragsdale also hit a couple of home runs last night for Springfield. So the pipeline, I realize that doesn't get maybe people excited about the now, but what is coming is certainly encouraging. Ragsdale went 3 for 4 last night. Rodriguez went 2 for 5 with 2 home runs.
Have you heard what the scouting report is on him as a defensive catcher? I have not, so I'm crowdsourcing.
I haven't heard
That seemed to
anything.
have been a problem recently.
I haven't heard anything bad.
Major League Redbirds.
Yeah, you got to be able to
Bars
throw
low
it.
up here.
Squat and block.
You have to throw
Squat
on a
and
base
block is
runner
what they say?
Yeah,
every
squat
now and
block.
then.
Squat and block. Protect the umpire and you'll be all right.
Yeah, there is some talent in the pipeline. You just hope that there's a sweet spot where Burleson and Walker appear to be MLB ready right now.
Oh, yeah.
And then these guys are coming. You got to hit that window where you're still getting a lot of production out of the guys who were here.
Well, the Cardinals with Rodriguez, I mean, they just moved him up to Springfield. He is absolutely raking. And they are talking about the possibility of moving him to third base, not full time, but just to diversify his positions, so he is not blocked. And then Rob Cerfolio said this here on this station last week. He was talking about how they want to make sure that you get the 9 best bats in the lineup. And he said Rodriguez is a young catcher who is learning a lot of the things that we've talked about, and not just how he receives, throws, or blocks the baseball. The game planning components are real. To be able to walk into a major league clubhouse and really earn trust and prepare the right way, so that a starter who is 10 years older than you and you've never worked with before, and he walks away from the pitcher-catcher meeting and he's like, man, that guy's dialed in. And he really took the time to know what makes me great. Those are real skills and habits that you need to teach as a young catcher. But then he talked about positional versatility with BK and Ferrario. He said with Josh Baez, we had him playing all 3 positions in AAA in the outfield because you don't know where the first major league opportunity is going to come on the lineup card. So our minor league group and Director of Player Development, Larry Day, and the group leading our minor league operations is trying to prepare our players for optionality. So when a spot opens up in left field in August, Josh Baez is ready to step in confidently. So the Cardinals could be doing that as well with Rodriguez by getting him some work at third base and possibly first base. We've introduced first base to him this year, and there might be other positions that we add in the offseason as we continue to grow him and push him physically from an athleticism standpoint. You just want to have guys to have options so that it gives your major league manager as many opportunities to get your best 9 hitters in the lineup each night. So that is what's going on with the top prospect in the Cardinal organization and the 18th overall prospect in Major League Baseball's pipeline. And he had 2 more home runs last night.
They've also got another guy down there, Jesus Baez, a shortstop. I think that's who they got for Ryan Helsley. This year in the minors, he's got 34 homers, 91 RBIs. Maybe that's the third baseman of the future.
We need more catchers and more Baez's.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of talent coming. Not all of it is ready tomorrow. I'd like to see something out of Jimmy Crooks here down the stretch, because there's another guy that was billed pretty highly. You've got options, obviously. We've been talking about at catcher, but I think I had a little higher hopes for him as well.
I think when you see some of the numbers these guys put up in the minor leagues, and then you see them in the majors, it really hits you just how big of a jump that is to the major leagues, even from AAA. Because some of the guys just tear it up in AAA, and you get excited about it, and then they come to the majors, and just kind of a guy.
Well, I think our guy Joshua Baez is now, he got a hit, but he's 3 for 37 since the Wrigley debut.
That's rough.
Here we go again! Here we go again! Bragging about how good the minors are, overrating the talent down in the minors. Stop it!
Oh.
That was with, it looks like 5 exclamation points.
Okay.
I don't have my readers on. It's from Doug's stepson. Your
I
stepson?
haven't got one. You find that odd?
You've got your Baez stats messed. That's from George Clooney's doppelganger. Doug, you've got your Baez stats
On
messed.
Jesus or on Joshua? Because
George Clooney's doppelganger, call in.
I'm reading it right off the
314-974-0101. Collier and Thompson sponsors the phone lines.
Because
Let me ask the plowmaster this.
Doug was talking Jesus. I was talking Joshua.
MILB.com has him at 395 at-bats this year, 34 homers, 91 RBIs. I guess this is his second stop. He just got to Springfield a little while ago. Those are big numbers no matter where you're playing, but obviously they don't all translate into major league production.
The Josh Baez story was fun while it lasted for one day. Doug, that's Harrison's brother Master.
It's over.
Jesus doesn't have 34 home runs.
That's what it
George
says
Clooney's
here.
doppelganger.
I think that's Joshua Baez.
Doug, do you want to apologize to George Clooney's doppelganger?
This says Jesus Baez.
George Clooney's doppelganger, do you want to apologize to Doug? Somebody's going to have to
34 home
apologize.
runs.
Martin,
Rank him, go.
Unless he knows more than MILB, minorleaguebaseball.com, that's what they've got him at.
Guys, can we please focus on college football now? The Cardinals suck. Some daddy likey. Daddy likey wild card.
Can confirm that minorleaguebaseball.com has 2026 Jesus Baez 34 homers.
I'm looking at it right now. That's what it says.
Now, but when I go to baseball preference,
That includes Peoria, right?
Minor league stats for 2026 combined home runs, I have 34.
14 in
So
Peoria.
George Clooney's doppelganger will be the one issuing the apology?
Between
20 in
Springfield and Peoria, yeah.
So both of the Baez's have 34 this year
Yeah.
at the minor league level. Doug, would you like to take a call with an on-air apology?
No,
George
I
Clooney's
don't care.
doppelganger is on the line, and he would like to apologize. to
If
you.
I'm wrong, it's because the official website of the league has got his stats wrong. I haven't been counting myself. I'm just going by what their official website
Sometimes
says.
those websites can do you wrong.
Well, they can.
That's what I tell my credit card processor with the OnlyFans charges.
Right. I thought
Did you
this,
deny them?
yeah, I thought this was a periodical. Wait, do you think this guy looks like George Clooney, actually?
Jesus
How the hell do
Baez?
you know
Not really.
how the texter looks? Are we
The
not- are we not
doppel-
sending
he
pictures?
says he's the doppelganger. You think he actually
Did
looks
he
like
send in a
George
picture
Clooney?
of
We saw
himself?
you were looking.
Usually this guy's sending pictures of their wives.
I know. Shrimply Pibbles. But he claims to be George Clooney's doppelganger. I'd like to see. That'd be pretty impressive.
Harrison's brother Master approaches this show every day with the same enthusiasm of Gorman, slumping his shoulders and heading back to the dugout after another strikeout. That's Shooter McGavin.
I was trying to think of St. Louis athletes who were judged largely by body language. I feel like Mark Bulger's in that Mount Rushmore.
Oh, nice
Like
play.
people are always kind of down on him because he didn't like Warner had kind of a little zippy personality. Hey, what's up, guys? How we doing? And Bulger didn't have that same energy about him, even though he was a really good NFL quarterback. And I feel like people were always mad at him because they didn't. They
It's a
just,
nice read.
They just didn't like his body
And they
language.
loved Warner so much.
Right, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Doug, you have received an apology from George Clooney's doppelganger. My apologies. He's been on a heater. I still am surprised. Joshua has that many. Ignore that. That's George Clooney's doppelganger.
Okay.
So because it's the same number as Joshua, I think they just
Right.
assumed you were wrong.
Right.
And it says Jesus Baez in just 44 games at Springfield has 20 home runs.
Yeah. Nothing to sneeze at.
No. For middle infielder?
That's why they're going to change their name? Because the
Could be.
Baez
Oh,
guys,
could be the Springfield Baez.
the Southern Missouri Baez.
What
I
about
don't-
Troy Gloss? Thanks. That's from Newport Eligible. Martin, a delightful interview experience. Didn't seem to really care for the trip from Southern California to St. Louis.
Ever?
Right.
I always enjoyed the body language of Willie McGee. Remember when something bad would happen,
love
he'd
him.
drop his head and just kind of walked. You felt so sorry for him.
Harrison's brother Master is so miserable of a person, he must look like the Cyclops from Odyssey. That's from the Crestwood Coyote. Jackson, is the Cyclops from the Odyssey scary? Scary.
That text was certainly not complimentary. I wouldn't say scary, but, certainly a pivotal plot point of the Odyssey.
Martin, George Clooney's doppelganger has sent in a picture of himself and his wife. Doug, you got the apology. Now you got the picture of him and his wife. And she has, what do you call those hats, Jackson?
Winery hats?
Winery hats.
I don't even know what that means.
George Clooney's doppelganger.
Papers calls it a winery hat.
Oh, let me take a look. Yeah, he does. You know what? Kind of looks like George Clooney.
Oh, he does not.
He's got the silver hair.
Does well, a lot of people
Silver
have
fox.
gray hair. Doesn't mean they look like George Clooney.
He's kind of, no, you know
Kind of
what?
like a silver-haired Alan Richmond.
In between Alan Richmond and I think it's Rickman. And Clooney.
All right, I'm out.
Well, it's Hans. You talking about Hans Gruber?
Clip that off.
Yeah, that's Rickman.
If this is truly him, his wife or girlfriend looks 25 years younger than him, so he must have something going on.
Clooney.
What do you think? A lot of money or well hung?
Probably the money.
It also kind of looks like the picture that they would send out, like, hey, Kmart's doing photos this weekend. And then,
how dare you?
no, I'm not saying.
How dare you, boy.
It's an attractive couple,
Right.
but it has the look almost like of a stage photo that they would use to
sure.
sell you a photo package.
I'm high on George Clooney's doppelganger.
Okay, you're all in because he went after Doug?
Yeah. Yeah, that's certainly help. He's I'm in.
You're in. They look like a lovely couple. Call in, lovely couple.
George Clooney's doppelganger and or your wife, 314-974-0101. That's the Callier and Thompson phone lines. Then, of course, you can talk it over with other TMA listeners in the Form Energy YouTube chat. That's on the TMA STL YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel. You will see Doug presented with silver chunks when we get to 7,200 subscribers on the TMA STL YouTube channel. And that's where you can watch the program from 7 to noon. Every day with After the Morning After from 11 to 12. And email in for our design, air, heating, and cooling email today. Papers, my lawyer with the big crank looks like Peter North. That's from the Warsaw Woods Wacko.
Okay. Well, I really want people to internalize what he just said there.
Doug, internalize what he just said there.
Like, this is something we read on a day-to-day basis, but that should shake you to your core.
Yeah, it kind of does.
George Clooney's doppelganger sending in more pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like he might be a Purdue guy. Looks like he's at a game. Is that Mackey Arena, perhaps?
Yeah. Well, that
about
might be
that?
in St.
That
Louis.
looks like that's an enterprise. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
When because Purdue played the tournament game, a couple tournament games here.
I'll have to zoom in
And the
here.
Purdue faithful was loud and proud. I was at that game. I think it was Purdue, Miami. Should have been Missouri, Miami, or Missouri, Purdue.
Guys, is George Clooney's doppelganger better looking than Eric in the Central West End? That's from The Never-Ending Wife. Jackson, you are not attracted to Eric in the Central West End, but you oftentimes talk about how attractive he is. How do you rank our two listeners' appearances? Both, Doug, of course, who are men.
Right.
The only two that we've ever visualized.
Very different. You know, Eric in the Central West End
You like him younger.
is a younger guy. George Clooney's doppelganger, a little bit more seasoned. Salt and pepper is ever present. So it really is. It's such a personal preference thing.
Well, who do you want to go out with more?
Well, based on my appreciation for guys like Lindy Ruff, Retief Goosen, I'm going to go with George Clooney's doppelganger.
Wow.
Wow. You think you'll have more in common?
Well, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I'd have more in common necessarily, or just, you know, something about the salt and pepper look is timeless.
Clip it off. Doug, they are calling in, not George Clooney's doppelganger yet, but Chairman Stephen DeMond, who counsels professional athletes about not getting married at Sasha's and DeMond every evening. He is there. You can join in as well at 314-974-0101. Matt Holliday is also going to call in. Plus, you've got that Form Energy YouTube chat where you can talk it over with other TMA listeners on the TMA STL YouTube channel. We are closing out the Healthcare Evolution 7 o'clock hour, heading into the Fisher Window and Door Store 8 o'clock hour on TMA 101 ESPN.
This is Jackson with a Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. The Cardinals lose their opener against the Orioles last night. Back in action tonight, 6:45 p.m. first pitch. Michael McGreevy on the mound for the Redbirds. That was another Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
Doug. 1980?
I don't know the year.
It's 1982
right.
to present day. I speak infallibly. But 1980, it predates me. But this was with the great Lily Tomlin.
Dabney Coleman.
And Jane Fonda. Lily Tomlin would sit in a large chair on the electric company. Am I right on that?
Yeah.
Could be a fun surprise guest.
Well,
I didn't realize how young she was when she made 9 to 5.
Lily Tomlin or Dolly Parton?
Dolly Parton, sorry.
Yeah, she always looked older than she was as a young person and younger than she was as an older person.
Jackson, 9 to 5, good or bad?
You know, I listened to a Howard Stern interview whenever we drive to Thanksgiving. It's in Centralia, Illinois, so it's a decent little hour or more drive to get out there. And my dad likes to play an interview for us from the Howard Stern show every Thanksgiving.
What a holiday tradition.
How about that?
But it's something we've always done.
Stuttering John.
Yeah, it's never like bits. It's always an interview. And one of them was with Dolly Parton, and I just was infatuated with her as she spoke about her entire life's work. It was pretty recently, this interview.
Is that right?
Yeah, in like the last 5 to 6
I
years.
got rid of my Sirius XM subscription last
Did you
year.
really?
Yeah, and don't miss it in the slightest.
Yeah.
But it was
I'm
really
not doing
good.
the live read, by the way.
It was really good, and I'd never seen 9 to 5. I didn't really even know about it. So I watched it. Really delightful.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
It's a nice little comedy.
Yes.
Maybe a little dated for today, but
Yeah,
that's,
but it's like, I don't know.
all right.
It's got a lot of charm to it.
yeah.
Dabney Coleman played the perfect jerk boss. If you want to go back and review it.
And was he in Tootsie as well?
Yeah, he was in a lot. At that time, he was in
And it was Punky Brewster's father who fell in love with Dustin Hoffman. Am I right?
I don't
Sidney Pollack?
recall.
I think it was Punky Brewster's father who fell in love with Dustin Hoffman. He was a cute lady.
Odd. Dustin Hoffman?
Best picture, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
It's awesome. Doug, we said we'd open up the phone lines and talk Tootsie. Talk Punky Brewster with Soleil Moon Frye, who's going to join us on Thursday. But right now, it's George Clooney's doppelganger, Doug, who is calling in to apologize to you, ladies and gentlemen. George Clooney's doppelganger, who Jackson wants to go out with. Good morning, George.
Good morning, everybody. And Jackson, that would be a hard no.
I didn't even want to. Now I really don't.
What about coffee?
Yeah, you know what? Screw this guy.
George Clooney's doppelganger, are you in the St. Louis metropolitan area, or are you like a SoCal guy?
No, I'm a Los Angeles transplant of about 13 years.
So you
And I'm
moved from
living in
LA
West
to St.
County.
Louis?
Yeah, I lost a bet.
Why would you do that? Why would you move here?
But I will say, well, you saw the picture. That might explain why I moved here.
The girl.
Yeah. That
Oh,
might
she's
have
a St.
something
Louis
to do with
native?
it. Yes, sir.
All right.
But I will say that I was a lifelong Dodgers and Showtime Lakers fan, Kings fan. I've abandoned them all for the Cardinals and the Blues, and no looking back.
What about you still with the Lake Show?
Maybe now that LeBron is gone, I can find my way back into loving them. We'll
How about
see.
that? Jackson's shaking his head. Eddie Jackson is really not going on a date with you anymore.
Yeah, I hate to lose one of the best players ever.
I know, but he wasn't of the same character, I would say, as my favorite Lakers from the Showtime era. It was just very different. I'm not a big fan of moving around team to team to try to build a super team and win at the expense of other things.
Now, have you been told you look like George Clooney, or is that self-appointed?
A little bit of both, actually.
Okay.
Jackson, do you see it?
I see it.
You see it?
I see it.
Come on.
And that's why you want to go out with him.
No, you see, this is there's a lot of misconstruing that happens from 7 to 11.
What about from 11 to 12?
No, everything
just-
there is rock hard facts. But the
Send me stuff.
I would hang out. I would hang out with Jackson and have pizza or wings any day of the week.
Sounds great.
It's just gonna stop there at the restaurant.
Oh, well, let's hope.
That's fine.
That sucks, man. I'm sorry.
It doesn't suck.
You play PlayStation or something? We could hop on.
Oh, as I look at this picture with you and your beautiful wife or girlfriend, I have to ask you, what's your net worth, sir?
Yeah, I think that's the right question.
You know, it's okay, but I don't think she might look like a trophy wife, but she's not after me for money.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's what they
all say.
I mean, that's family law, chapter 1.
George, we'll call you George, I guess. What is your what's your industry?
I make television commercials and other forms of film and video content.
Wow, how about that?
Very interesting.
Any commercials we might know?
An awful lot of political campaign commercials across the country. I was involved with an Ameren campaign a couple years ago.
On camera or putting it together?
No, you would not want me on camera. No.
But you look like George Clooney. I would want you on camera.
Okay.
I know, what a waste, right?
You could step in for that Dos Equis guy.
Oh, well, I'm not that interesting. He's the most interesting man in the world, right?
So when you first came here, what was it? You say like you're on board with the teams now, but what's your overall St. Louis take?
Well, I do believe that the fan bases are very strong here. One thing that opened my eyes was how many jerseys you'd see, even on women, during the off seasons for the Blues and the Cardinals. Didn't see that in Los Angeles. I think the Los Angeles fans, while many are very passionate and faithful to their teams, there are a whole bunch of bandwagoners. I don't see that here.
Yeah, that's probably right on target.
I suspect a lot
there.
of them out there aren't really from L.A., so maybe their connection to the teams aren't quite as strong as they would be here.
Well, they just abandon the teams in those rare instances when it's terrible. Here, even though the Cardinals are struggling, the Blues have struggled, I haven't really seen, I mean, obviously the Cardinals' attendance had dipped quite a bit, but I don't believe that the fans are abandoning the team. They're just maybe not wanting to spend the money on the tickets, but I still believe that everybody's as passionate about these teams, whether they're 500 or whether they're playoff and championship teams.
George, are you on a tarmac right now?
I'm sorry. Whenever I text you guys and listen to the show, I am out on a morning hike or walk.
Oh, nice.
Look at you.
A hike.
Are you Castlewooding?
I love that place. Usually more it's Queenie Park or just around the neighborhood I live in.
Love Queen.
But it's a great way to listen to you guys, and it also screws up my text messages because of
that's right. It started with you came after Doug Vaughn, who is never been called out. He is fact deficient, and yet you did you think he was conflating Jesus with Joshua?
Absolutely. I think there's reason for everybody to mix these guys up and get a little confused. I mean, how many teams have two guys named Baez, and one is Jesus and one is Joshua? They both start with J, so it is confusing, and I do apologize. I had been following Jesus as he was getting hot about a month ago or so, and the home run statistics were way lower, but maybe it's because when Jackson read the statistics, it was broken down between the two different.
I'm sorry, George. It appears they're launching missiles at Queenie Park.
Sorry about that. I can't control the background crowds, but anyways, I'm sorry if I got my statistics messed up. And Doug, you are right.
Well, I'm just reading right off the website. I didn't make them up.
Would you like a more formal apology?
No,
Doug?
I don't care. I mean,
I've never heard you this pissed.
We've all looked at stats wrong. It's no.
You want to ban him, Doug?
No, I'm
Lifetime?
fine.
What about that?
I think it's because the stats were broken up between level A and double A.
I'm sure
Apologies softening a little bit here.
No, I'm sorry for being factually incorrect.
I have no idea. That could kill us.
Francesa. George Clooney's doppelganger, thank you for calling in. Congratulations on having a lovely wife. And maybe give Jackson one more chance.
Okay, you got it.
Thank you.
Thank you,
George Clooney's doppelganger in the middle of some kind of war somewhere in the world. or at Queenie Park. We don't know.
I mean, it did sound like he was...
Yeah, it was like Peter Arnett in 91.
Yeah, or maybe he was on the aircraft carrier and they were taking off.
He could have been standing on the median strip of Weidman Road there outside Queenie Park.
That's live. Doug Chairman Steve in DeMund, who counsels professional athletes before they get married on trying to maintain as many assets as they can, is joining us now on the Callier and Thompson phone lines with his life perspective. Good morning, Chairman Steve.
Oh, gosh. Calm down.
I might lose you. I'm going by Lone Elk Park right now.
Everybody is at a park. What's the deal with that, Marge?
I'm going by there. I'm not hiking it.
What are we thinking here? Yeah, sorry.
I'm not a hiker. Come on.
Right.
You're driving past it.
You know who kind of got... He had like Ray Langford had like a slow gait sometimes. And I think some fans got on him because of that, even though he was a hustle guy. I love the Ray Langford. Say, hey, Ray. But
so you're calling back to, you're talking about body language critique.
Yes. He would get critiqued a lot when he was with the Cardinals. Yeah. But what are we, only like 2 games from the win, Tim, right?
We need 3 more wins, Chairman Steve. Did you get it at 68.5?
Yes, sir.
All right, there you go.
Yes, sir.
You have to sweat it out.
Ironically, the Clooney guy, I'm flying out to California to see my son on Friday, and I will be catching a McGreevy start on Tuesday at Dodger Stadium.
Oh,
Any
strong.
reckies?
Doug, any reckies? Doug, you love a good Dodger dog.
Yeah, I guess. Eat at Dodger Stadium. How about that? I don't know. I don't do the restaurant scene in L.A.
Nobu in Malibu. Oh, and then you can be on TMZ. Oh, the scene.
We're staying in Newport Beach, though, and actually, we're going out there. I'm not real happy about it, but my son, Saturday, is in one of the preliminary bouts for like a UFC type thing at one of the casinos out there. So he's been training for a year.
Is that right? He's going to scrap?
Yeah, he signed a contract. It's in Commerce, California, Commerce Casino. Any reckies around there?
Oh, that's a big poker room. That's a famed poker room, Chairman Steve. Yeah, Commerce. Absolutely. Right from LAX to Commerce.
I hear you. Yeah, it's like a half an hour from Newport Beach. But if anybody wants to pay-per-view and live stream it, you're more than welcome. He'll be donning the gloves at 5 o'clock their time, so 7 o'clock here. Anybody wants to watch it.
Don't you worry about it, that he might get his brain kicked in or something?
I am mortified.
Yeah, I would be.
Completely mortified. I don't want to watch it. I might just stand outside at the bar or something while he's fighting, and watch it when I know the result. But I don't want to. Nobody wants to see their son get hit in the face, you know?
No.
Well, maybe, Steve, before the bout, just drink heavily.
Well, that's a given.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's a given. That's a given. But, no, I'm a little worried about it. Nervous. His mom's a wreck about it. But, we'll get through this. I'm looking forward to my time there after that. But we'll see what happens.
There's multiple recommendations to go to Javier's.
Doug, Javier's. Have you been at Javier's? Crystal, you would go to the Viper Room and Snort Horse.
I think it's a Mexican restaurant kind of chain, though, but like a West Coast chain.
Okay.
That's what this program does, though. Recommends the great chain restaurants.
I won't be riding the night train. I might be taking an Adderall or two while I'm out there.
Oh, did Jackson finally hook you up with a script?
Nah, he's no good with this. I got some other people. I've got other connections.
If you're near Hollywood, John Shaw, Martin, you got to go to Dan Tana's. Dan Tana's is like a legendary Hollywood-ish.
All the dishes are like named after celebrities.
We stay at this Newport Beach Hotel and just walk along the boardwalk there, and there's like 8 bars and restaurants right around there. So we just walk. And we might take a drive up to Laguna Beach, too, or down to. I don't know which one it is.
Down.
Huntington Beach is Little St. Charlesy, so we don't go there.
Oh, it's not. It's a gorgeous area. Little St. Charlesy, it's gorgeous.
Now, what are you saying about St. Charles?
Newport Beach is great. There's not many places in America any nicer than Newport Beach.
Oh, I guarantee that, Doug. Yeah. You're right about that. I like Laguna better, though, than
what's your favorite beach,
is what
Tim?
I'm saying.
Iggy always recommends that topless beach anytime we talk about going to Jupiter. Is that Hallover Beach?
Yes, Hallover Beach, just north of Miami.
It's funny when Iggy recommends things because he hasn't been anywhere in 30 years. I mean, it's like he's going back from things 30 years ago, and I enjoy Iggy. But man, sometimes that 11 to 12 show, I'm like, oh my God, come on.
Yeah, that could be a promo for us.
He gets on fire, and it's like, oh.
Steve, be sure to check out the Buggy Whip in Palm Springs.
Oh, that's where John Voight went.
And this is Ask for Jose.
Yeah, great guy.
Yes. What's Jose? As long as Jose's the bottom, I'm okay with it.
Go to Las Brisas for drinks and views in Laguna. George Clooney's doppelganger is texting in, Tim.
He's got a recommendation.
What? Oh, yeah. I'd like to listen to his. What does he have?
He's got Din Tai Fung near Newport Beach, Las Brisas for drinks and views in Laguna, and Yang Chow in Chinatown before the game.
Oh, man. He's into the Asian thing.
Nobu.
But, Nobu. Yeah, no, they've got a lot of cool places around there. It's awesome. It's an awesome place to
Orson
be.
Woods Wacko has some recommendations, and I also see he has sent in a picture of a naked gentleman, too, Doug. I don't know what to make of that.
His lawyer?
I guess so. He says, papers, this is my lawyer.
Yeah, again.
But he's got a ween pick.
Oh, my God. How big is he?
Doug?
I'm not looking at it.
Steve, you're staying in the hood I grew up in, Long Hall, the Dodger Stadium. Check out the Taqueria in Fullerton. There you go. There's a variety of things from the Orson Woods Wacko's text audit.
I appreciate it. Hey, one more thing. Mount Rushmore of listener wives.
Gosh.
Doug, go ahead. You always talk about.
I don't know what their wives look like.
Ray King.
Well, Tim, you've seen every picture, so I think you're the expert on this. Come on. I gotta say,
George Clooney's doppelganger is doing very well. Shrimply Pibbles is doing very well. Jackson's right. Ray King, that kind of heavier bearded guy that he nuzzles with in the mezzanine at Blues games.
I love Ray King.
What about Scott's wrinkled ball sack?
Yeah, that's a nice play. And she fell in love with Lisa Ann in the foyer of Maggie O'Brien's on Lindbergh.
Okay.
Yep, there's the Mount Rushmore, Chairman Steve.
I hear you. I put my wife in it, but she's 62. Back when she was like,
you say the nicest things.
Back when I met her, she was 32. She was hot as a firecracker.
Well, I bet you look better than too.
Yeah, I know. Of course, Doug. I'm not saying And also, I'm convinced that Sharon left her husband and forgot her phone, and it's the husband text.
So you think Sharon and Clayton left her husband and left her phone behind, and now the husband is texting into the show?
Yeah. She has gone off the rails and just like, it's definitely a guy texting. I mean, Doug, you said you met her, though.
I met her and her husband. It is her. It's texting. They're very nice people.
There's no way a woman is that into this show,
Well, that's hard to explain,
Usually when a woman calls in or texts, there's a guy like feeding her lines basically and telling her what to say. Like they don't get all the innuendo and
it's too sophisticated.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look how long it's taken Martin to get a handle on what the show is.
Well, I'm new here.
Well, I mean, Martin, you were confused for about 6 months, right?
I had all these stats prepared for the show, like, I want to get into a little velo today, and they're like, no, we're talking favorite iced tea. Okay, all right.
Tetley.
What do you think, Mount Rushmore of listeners' wives, Martin? What do you got?
I don't know. I don't know that
We're going around the dais.
I don't know that I've seen them all. Have I?
Well, why don't you send me some of these pics so I can do it?
Okay.
All right.
So
now put it on
Steve
the
now
fan
has a
page.
project. Self-appointed.
Aaron in lingerie is back. She called in on Friday, Doug. What was she do? She was going out to Belle Reve and had something doing.
Yeah,
I can't remember. She wants to play you, and you got to give her like 30 strokes.
Long drive winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it'll be tough.
238. She said she
Yesterday at Gateway.
You played at Gateway?
How'd you shoot?
Yes. 52-43.
Doug, that's a 95. That's right on point for you.
Yeah, I drove the green on 10.
Wow.
Wow, tip of the cap.
Missed the eagle putt, made the birdie putt
Well done.
with my guy Jay and Don Fanucci and then another guy named Cliff. It was an enjoyable
Guy
day.
named Cliff.
Fanucci and Cliff.
Tell you what, Cart Girl Macy, hubba hubba.
Doug, Cart Girl Macy. Is she one of the listeners' wives?
I don't know.
They said they hadn't seen Cletus out there that much. I don't know what the deal is. Is he not feeling well, or is he? Because he used to be there like every day.
Aaron in lingerie says a 95 at Gateway is the equivalent to a 130 at Old Hickory. That's Aaron in lingerie.
Probably Old Hickory's a tough track, but I don't really play that one that much. No, it was an enjoyable day. It was nice out.
I don't know what to say. I know you were convinced, Chairman Steve, that Sharon and Clayton had left her husband, but left the phone behind, and her husband was texting in. Sharon and Clayton, Doug, has just sent in a picture. Looks like in a wonderful area. Might be in the Y-Down area where we all live. And it's a shot right down her shirt. And I don't know what to say outside of...
She's holding a dog.
But there is a shot right down the shirt. You would agree with that?
Well, yeah, a little bit.
Okay, there you go. That's all I
Post
need.
that one on the fan page, too. What is she lives off of Y-Down?
Oh, I don't know. We're not going to dox people and tell everyone where they live.
Oh, come on, Doug. You can look anybody up. Jesus.
Well, then do that. I don't know where they live. I don't know where the people live.
What are you going to do with the
Public
information?
record. I don't know. I was just asking because I live near her. So
you're on Y-Down now, too?
Steve, I love you, Steve, but what do you got cooking today? Do you have an 8:30 coming up here?
Actually, I'm driving to Washington, Mo.
Okay.
30 minutes away. So I got another 30 minutes to
Tim,
burn.
I think he's saying he's available for a little bit longer.
Okay, we've been here a long time. We good?
At 11 too, so you don't have to hear me for a full hour. But,
Sharon and Clayton says, "Wash you, dummy."
Wash you, dummy. Oh, what? Why am I a dummy? That I know where Wash you is. I don't. Well, who cares? That makes me a dummy because you're near Wash you. I don't know. Whatever.
Tim, how about this text? This is Sharon's husband, and I'm laughing in the car. Everything that she texts is in her own words.
Wow, how about that?
Oh man. All right, I stand corrected.
Text audit on June 24th, same number. First time text, Sharon's hubby. Why not go make it a Maverick Rourke?
How did she not know where Barrio was, though? She lives like 3 blocks from there. That's weird. But, well, maybe I'll see him at Louis or Right Staff.
What? You see a Lumiere White Staff?
Louis or Wright's Tavern.
Oh, okay.
We're talking Matt McGuire vehicles now. And
yeah.
Maybe we need George.
He's opening that pizza place is close to opening, too, I think.
Jackson, we need George. I'm sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
Converting the Starbucks. The Starbucks at Y-Down and Hanley is becoming his pizza place. Did everybody know that? Everybody knew that, right?
Well, what's going on there, Chairman Steve? There's a pizza place open up at Y-Down?
You cycling off?
Matt McGuire.
Audience cycles on and cycles off. The host cycle on. Steve, don't you complain?
Fortunately, out of the 5 of you on the dais, at least one of you is listening at some point.
Steve, please help. Don't you often complain that your wife talks too much?
Yeah. No, I talk too much too, but
it's
because I can't get a word in with her. So I do the same thing to you guys.
So we got to pay the price for that.
Yes, exactly, Doug.
Okay.
So Matt McGuire is opening a pizza place at the old Starbucks at Y-Down in Hanley.
Well,
yeah.
So the theory goes that Starbucks was opened because Mark McGuire wanted a Starbucks near him.
Are you serious?
And LaRussa knew Howard Schultz. I gotta vet this.
Oh my God!
So that the Cardinal folks got to the Starbucks folks and said, "Hey," and suggested it would be a popular spot.
Wow!
But McGuire wanted a Starbucks nearby, Doug, and then there you go, right on that corner. Nowhere to park, but it's a great spot.
Couldn't he have bought the franchise himself?
Yeah.
I don't think he wanted to be that connected to St. Louis, Doug.
I got to tell you, that's a tight read. I think he was on Queen Jack. Chairman Steve, anything else? Doug's got a big segment coming up.
Love you guys. Have a great day.
Thank you, Chairman
I'll
Steve.
see you at the Bellagio.
There you go. Okay. He's going to the Bellagio. There it is, Chairman Steve, Doug.
He didn't really have anywhere to be.
No. Sharon wants to issue a clarification. Dummy was meant for Tim, who know where I was texting from.
Got to proofread. Got to proofread before you hit send.
A suspender? I mean,
who knows where I was?
Well, Martin Stangley Bits is not happy.
What's
this
the
guy
problem?
rambles for 10 minutes. I get the pot down after 2.
And that was the gentleman that wanted Doug to dress up as a Smurf?
Give me your fucking feet.
Did the Sharon down the shirt pic include the cigarette she's got poking out? That's from the overbearing sports dad.
Like, hi, Poppy, no.
Doug Michael Gravy on the mound.
Tracheostomy. You know, where they put a hole in your neck so you can breathe that way?
Dudes be trying to push up on my wife. She bad. It's just the game, right? That's what they do.
Is that Syracuse head coach Fran Brown, or is that Sharon and Clayton's husband now texting in? Doug, that's Tom. There's so much going on with the show, and it's wonderful to have the audience so active because you can look in the Forum Energy YouTube chat, and the friends are gathered in there. Chairman Kurt talks it over with them throughout. 317 friends are gathered in there, like the never-ending wipe, the overbearing sports dad, and the Telegraph Bear. Did you got the Telegraph last night for bingo at Blarney Stone?
I missed it, unfortunately. I'm pissed. I couldn't get my camera crew down there.
You can also email in to win the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. That's how you can compete with other listeners as well. DesignAirService.com is where you go if you have any HVAC issues. Although, man, Doug, look at this forecast. What are we doing here? Now, today it's getting up to 91, but tomorrow, sunny, 84. Friday, sunny, 84. Saturday, sunny, 86. Oh. How do you do?
Well, I'm fine. We're just a few days from my favorite month of the year, weather-wise. September, I think, is the best month we get here.
And when the Arkansas Pine Bluff Golden Lions come a-calling.
Very dramatic. Very, very dramatic.
I got to try to sell it, I guess. Missouri is giving us money now, just like St. Louis University is to talk about them.
Yeah, I appreciate all that cash we got from the Billikens.
So you can support the sponsors, and Design Air is the longest-running sponsor. They're online at DesignAirService.com. Send your emails in the morning after at InsideSTL.com. Design Air, heating and cooling, sponsor the email today. It's TMA 101 ESPN. Oh, Doug. Wow, wow, wow. And who was there to present Whitney Houston with her Grammy in 1993?
Dolly herself.
The author of this song, Dolly Parton. And who is this song made for?
I don't know who it was made for.
I got it
Is
as
it for Carl Dean?
Porter Wagner?
professional emotional farewell to her longtime mentor and business partner, Porter Wagner.
I wonder if Jackson will write something like this for me when he decides to go to Chicago and work at the Score.
Yeah, I'll write you a little tune.
I read where Elvis wanted to record this song.
All right.
And he was in the studio, and she was all excited because he was at the height of his popularity, of course. And like the day before, Colonel Parker called Dolly and said, now Elvis is going to need 50% of the publishing rights when he sings it. And she says, no thanks.
Good for Dolly.
Yeah. No thanks. So he didn't do it.
Porter Wagner, born in West Plains, Missouri.
Was he?
Yeah.
That was old-time country there. That was the old twangy, old-time country type song.
Kind of like Luke Bryan.
Singer. No, not like Luke Bryan.
But kind of.
You can text in at 314-399-9646. That's the Air Comfort Service text inbox. Call in the Callier and Thompson phone lines, 314-974-0101. At some point here on this polosplus.com dossier, Matt Holliday is going to be appearing in addition to the
Unless he
designer.
was listening the last half hour.
Yeah. As we had George Clooney's doppelganger on and Chairman Steve as he made his way to Washington, Missouri. And I think he might have made his way all the way back in the time that he was on. Jackson, what do we have here in segment 8-2 on this Polos Plus dossier in the Stiefel studios? Doug, are you familiar with J-Boy Crane?
No, I'm not.
He does Crane and Cone?
Still not familiar.
He has predicted Missouri's record, and it's upset Missouri fans. Is that the deal, Papers? Tiger Nationalists?
I'm sure it's upset. I haven't seen some of the discourse. Crane Cone is a college sports show with On 3, the recruiting site On 3.
Drinkwitz, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Arkansas Pine Bluff, you're going to murder them. Kansas, big win in Lawrence. Troy at home, it's a dub. Mississippi State in Starkville, you're going to win starting 4-0. Everybody's feeling good, but then it's going to fall off. You're going to lose to Florida at home. You're going to lose to A&M at home. You're going to go to Ole Miss and lose. You're going to get a bye week to breathe. Then you're going to go to Arkansas, and you're not going to breathe. They're going to beat you. You're going to lose to Texas. You're going to lose to Georgia on the road. You're going to beat Kentucky at home. Then you're going to lose to Oklahoma, last game of the regular season. Missouri goes 5-7. I don't love it. I kind of hate it. Tell me what you think.
Even an Arkansas loss.
Wow. Papers, you don't like hearing about a Halloween affair in Fayetteville.
Yeah, I don't see that being the case. Well, I can't even remember the last time Missouri football lost to Arkansas.
But 5-7, not that far off from Vegas, right? Which is 6.5.
Yeah. The other two members of the show, Cone has them at 7-5.
Cone has 7-5.
Thanks, Cone.
And then a second Crane has entered the chat. This is Blake Crane, and he has them at 6-6.
Like brothers, father and son, husband.
Based on the look, I would say brothers, but I'm not
they're
positive.
all just guessing.
What do you mean?
They have no clue. We've not seen them.
Well, Austin Simmons has played in 2 college games, Doug. 2 starts, is it?
So who knows what he's got?
But this is Crane and Cone.
I don't. They're just making it up.
How do you even find this stuff?
It hopped up across my desk.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Came right across, just swept right across your desk.
A lot of things come across my desk. Yeah, in my booth. There's a desk.
Oh, the toll booth? You got a desk?
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think? I hold the keyboard in one hand and type with the other.
Countertop? I don't.
Yeah, it's a countertop.
Because the desk
We're
of
splitting hairs here.
Jay Bennett, I'm picturing like a large office.
You'd be
with
like
a cigar.
a stately desk.
Yeah.
Made of oak. No.
I've never had an office.
Never once?
In all my time.
What about a home office?
Yeah, home office.
Well, I
City, Iowa.
turned a bedroom into an office, but I mean, at work, I never had an office.
Yeah. Well, you had the
Would you have
sports
a
office.
cubicle?
But you never had like a room just for Doug.
No. And I think it's running out of time. That's never going to happen.
Do you think they would give you one here?
No.
That you would occupy for
not a chance.
8 minutes total a
Not
day?
a chance in hell.
Keep a sweater.
Guys, I love Tiger football, but this team ain't winning 7 games. That's Harrison's brother, Master. He doesn't see it, Papers.
Not winning 7?
That's what Harrison's brother, Master, says.
That's what I think they'll win. I think 7-5 is If gun to my head, I have to make a guess, 7.
Even in their good years when they go, 8-4, 9-3, there's still several games that are a toss-up till right to the end. So
no doubt.
The potential of having a really good or a really bad season is pretty narrow.
Sure. Yeah, and I think especially, obviously everyone's always guessing on every team, but with Missouri this year, when you have a brand new quarterback, obviously the running back situation with Ahmad Hardy, and then so many new faces on defense and on the front lines, you really are venturing guesses that you have no real, footing on.
Right.
I have them winning 9 games because Eli is literally James Franklin. Wins in down years, fails to turn the momentum into something the next year. That's from Marsh's Collage Program.
Interesting. I don't know if the James Franklin cop is perfect, but...
Hey, Papers!
That's me.
Show me 7 wins. That's from Harrison's Brother Master.
Show you the 7 wins?
Yes.
Show your work.
All right, here we go. Missouri Tigers schedule.
Okay, non-con. What do you got, 3-0?
Yeah, so you start with Arkansas. Pine Bluff, W.
Nice, there we go.
Go to Lawrence. That's a W.
Whoa, on Fox on a Friday night.
Troy at home. That's a W.
3-0, Doug. Probably remember top 20 at that point, I think.
I don't know, maybe.
You go to Stark Vegas. There's a W.
Here we go.
Cowbells.
Florida comes to town. That's a W.
This team's 5-0. Are they top 10 when the Aggies and Mike Elko come to town?
The Aggies come to town and you take an L.
5-1.
Mike Elko and the Aggies have Missouri's number. You go down to Oxford. There's a W.
Big swing game. Big swing game.
They're going to beat Mississippi with all their NFL players.
Yep. You go to Arkansas. There's a W. Texas, Georgia.
7-1?
What's the ranking at that point, son?
Like number 8?
Yeah. Texas and Georgia, those are losses.
How dare you?
Kentucky, some gives me a bad feeling.
Whoa.
I don't know why.
They're 7-4 now?
Some gives me a bad feeling.
Are you issuing a be careful?
Yeah, and then going to Boomer Sooner. That's going to be a problem.
I think
7-5.
You got the Ole Miss and Kentucky games reversed.
So they finished with 4 straight losses.
You can say maybe they beat Kentucky at home and lose to Ole Miss. Either way, that's where I see 7 wins.
Yeah.
But Oklahoma and that defense at home probably going to be fighting for their life. If things work out for Oklahoma, trying to get into the playoff, that's going to be a tough one.
You guys will be replaying this segment in December when the boys are 12-0. Hashtag True Son. That's from Marsh's burner.
Nothing would ever make me happier.
So hold on. They're going to Ole Miss and winning? Harrison's Brother Master wants a piece of your ass.
That's right.
I will give you $250 if Mizzou is 7-1. If they have any other record, I get $25. How about that?
Yeah, all right.
You got a $25 bet on 10-1 at 7-1.
Yeah, I like
Steven time from the Brothers Time, and you know they're flush. They're really doing well.
He likes the wager. Yeah, I'm in.
7-1, you pocket $250.
Yep.
Anything under, you owe $25.
Right.
They're not going 7-1.
I have inside information that Missouri wins 9 games this year.
You don't have any information on that. You don't, unless it's all fixed. If you're telling me it's all scripted and fixed, maybe.
Ole Miss has 3 losable games in the first month of the season that I feel isn't getting enough attention. They could be out of it by mid-September, and if they are, they'll have Trinidad on the Jaden Daniels Heisman campaign track. That's from Alan Dadeville. Doug, the Ole Miss schedule to start, and they do have a little tester. Of course, the famous game that's been circled ever since the Lane train exited for Baton Rouge is September 19th. But what Alan Dadeville, who of course loves Georgia, they got Louisville. That one's taking place on Sunday, September 6th, the night before Labor Day. It's 6:30 p.m. They've got Charlotte, they've got LSU, and they travel to Gainesville. And I have to tell you, Alan Dadeville is accurate. Those are 3 losable games.
Yeah.
And then you get into the month of October, and you're at Nashville and Vanderbilt, at home against Missouri, and at Austin, and at home against War Eagle. And then you get into November, at home against Georgia, at Oklahoma. Maybe Wofford will provide a respite, and then, of course, the Egg Bowl. So Pete Golding will be put to the test. Pete Golding.
He will be.
That's the thing with all these SEC teams who have high hopes. Someone's going to be going 9-3. Someone might be going 8-4. There's only so many spots, you know. And when you look at what you think Georgia and Texas are going to be, now we're talking maybe 1-2 more spots. who's going to occupy it. Oklahoma has high hopes. Ole Miss has high hopes. People are high on John Summerall turning around the Gators. A lot of teams out there who think that they're going to be dancing, and it's just not going to be the case.
Self-made stay-at-home Ladue mom also has an. How many? We have a lot of listeners with sources. She says, I had a good source who was sitting at the bar at Sportsman's last night who says Drink gets the Larry Wilson burger every Friday night during the season, hashtag 12-0, and also wants us to note that Cottleville needs their own banana ball. Fat, hairy dudes wearing black on-clouds and a robust neckbeard. You get free tickets if your golf cart costs more than your house.
No.
And by the way, your house looks identical to all 1,000 of your neighbors in your cuckold's cul-de-sac.
Easy.
Wow.
I don't think
there's going to be a Savannah Bananas team out there for Cottleville because of that.
I guess with robust neck beards.
Like the bus is going to be parked out there.
So golf carts cost more than homes?
They have a lot of golf carts in Cottleville. Yeah. They drive up to Frankie Martin's.
Great analysis, Jackie. There are only so many spots. It's from Harrison's sister, Ruth, not Harrison's brother. It's Harrison's sister.
I'm just saying that, if you think Texas and Georgia are going to be awesome, which they look to be, and you're A&M, you're Oklahoma, you're Ole Miss, you might be looking on the outside looking in, especially because you got to play all these teams. Everyone plays each other.
Hey, guys, I'm shocked that the Mizzou native sons think this team's floor is like 8 wins. Delusional. Again, after week 3, the aggrieved Mizzou fan will rise. Again, that's from Big Tuft. And Doug, was it Ara Parseghian who said, from these ashes, a phoenix will rise while Jerry Faust was getting throat stomped by Jimmy Johnson in his final game?
Mm-hmm. But to his point, no one here said, I just said 7. Martin doesn't even think 7. Like, no one here has said that, so what's he talking about?
Big Tuft call in 314-974-0101. Callier and Thompson phone lines.
I think they could win 7. I don't think they'll be 7-1 is what I said.
Here's what I think. No one knows.
Right.
No one knows about any of the teams. That's the reality.
What about people with inside word?
Well, I think the self-made stay-at-home Ladue mom and whoever the 314 is, they know.
What if there was someone who had their ear to the ground?
I kind of like that.
Well, if it's but it's talking season,
It is talking season, and I love it too because I love college football. I like watching the NFL, but I love college football. And so much of college football is like the WWE because coaches become gods in a matter of one afternoon and become the enemy that needs to be terminated 7 days later. And they become personalities bigger than the games, just like we are bigger than the games we
cover. Yeah, we can hardly go to a game anymore.
At this point.
Paper's more likely a 5-win season or a 9-win season.
Wow, Martin, that's a nice question.
More likely a 5-win season.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I am on Power Mizzou right now, and I am starting a thread.
Well, 9, now you're talking, you're going to have to win like that Oklahoma game, which is, I think, going to be really, really tough.
Like more likely
have to win
that
like
they
the
would
A&M
struggle.
game, and that has proven to not be the case over the years, not to mention not falter against Florida, Mississippi State, Arkansas.
There are going to be a ton of depressed Hoosiers doing landscaping in Fenton in mid-October when Mizzou isn't good. It's from the Crestwood Coyote.
Mizzou's got 5 teams on their schedule ranked in the top 10 in the preseason poll.
5 in the top 10?
Yeah.
Georgia, Texas. Is Ole Miss in the top 10?
Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Texas, Georgia, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Up there.
Yep.
That's a pretty tough schedule. That's a really tough schedule.
Well, the Tigers are ranked, Doug. What does that tell you?
25.
What does that tell you?
Yeah.
There you go.
Another year with questions at quarterback. Not really promising. Same old drink. That's from the Gray Summit Gray Goose Guzzler.
I would say that's one of like the best features of the top 5 teams in the preseason polls. All of them have a returning quarterback. And I think that really does matter. Not saying that's anything groundbreaking, but I think it's important to note.
Stephen Time, who has been the most prominent person in the audience shorting the 2026 Missouri Tigers, says that Charmin thin schedule ain't walking through that door this year. That's Stephen Time, insinuating what a number of SEC observers have said about the Fighting Tigers over the last few years. Is they're a byproduct more of a favorable schedule. Doug, this year, they get to 10 wins with this schedule. Be tough to come in them with that, unless a bunch of the teams that are on the schedule with these high expectations, as Martin was just saying, 5 of the top 10, SET teams that are on Missouri's schedule wind up having significantly lower expectations. You're welcome to text in 314-399-9646. Talk it over in the Forum Energy YouTube chat, and of course, call in the Callier and Thompson phone lines 314-974-0101. That's how you can get involved on the program. And the program's called The Morning After. It's 8:44 in St. Louis. Time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. This is The Morning After, 101 ESPN. Oh, Doug. 78, you think?
Oh, I don't know the years, Tim.
77.
Bouncy tune.
Oh, a wonderful tune.
I bet Francesa's not paying tribute to the great Dolly Parton.
On the Bet Rivers?
Maybe they're ranting about Pete Alonso being good for the Orioles instead of the Mets.
I don't know. Could be.
God, that guy, all he does is crush the Cardinals. What's he, the big polar bear? Was he?
Polar bear, yep.
Polar bear.
Got awkward in the postgame last night, though.
A little bit.
What's going on here, Papers?
So, Baltimore-based reporter, I imagine.
They had a decent traveling media. I was impressed.
Well, when you're in a playoff race.
Yeah. Manager Craig Albernaz they got a little awkward.
Oh, no.
When asked about Pete Alonso leaving the game.
Alonso left after 5 innings. Is he okay?
Yeah, precautionary. You know, game state, get him off his feet. Obviously, he was dealing with the calf, so there's no point to push him there. And we had the guys to go mix and match with Sammy going to first and then getting RV in behind the plate.
I assume this is the same calf that was bothering him in Tampa Bay like a couple weeks ago. Same thing.
I didn't say anything was bothering him. Just said took him off his feet because of the Tampa outing.
Gotcha. So nothing nothing's bothering me.
Please don't put words in my mouth.
Oh,
thank you.
Oh, man. What? Guy just asked what the injury was. That's all he
He
did.
kind of alluded to needing to get him off his feet.
Right.
And something with the Tampa
something
thing.
bothering him.
Yeah,
I didn't say anything was bothering him.
He clearly alluded to a
calf.
Yeah. Can you play it again? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll pay more attention.
we're going to hear it again.
I'll pay more attention.
Is he okay?
Yeah, precautionary. Game state, get him off his feet. Obviously, he was dealing with the calf, so there's no point to push him there. And we had the guys to go mix and match with Sammy going to first and then getting RV in behind the plate.
I assume this is the same calf that was bothering him in Tampa Bay like a couple weeks ago. Same thing.
I didn't say anything was bothering him. I just said took him off his feet because of the Tampa.
Gotcha. So nothing's bothering me.
Please don't put words in my mouth.
Oh,
thank you.
Well, you said calf.
Incredibly confusing.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm actually on the reporter's side.
1,000%. He said dealing with the calf, and then he said I didn't say anything was bothering him. And he said, "What in the world?"
So I saw this because Matt Pauley of Campbell X quote tweeted it, and he said, I thought he made a good point. He was like, I wish I would know more about the day-to-day of covering the Orioles from this reporter's perspective, because I probably could get more context on it, but he's like, this seemed awkward and weird, which I agree with. If you're like in that scrum day by day, maybe there's something more there, I don't know, but from the outside looking in, it looks really weird.
And then the manager said didn't say anything was bothering him. So then the reporter said, so nothing's bothering him. And he said, don't put words in my mouth.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. Those words came out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Weird.
That was just a guy looking for an argument.
And they just won 13-1.
I think he realized halfway through he shouldn't have said calf, dumbass. That's from Mr. Licks, who also says the Warson Woods Wackos recommendations for Southern California dining are worthless because this is a guy from Southern California who decided to settle down in Warson Woods, the land of single oven households.
Single.
That's what it's known for, is single oven households.
There's a sign when you come into the town. Usually it says 1988 cross-country champions. That says.
How much cooking are you doing when you need multiple ovens?
You have 2 ovens, Doug?
No.
Okay. It does seem odd.
Air fryers, that doesn't count.
Nah.
Microwave,
That's an external
microwave oven.
I like to reheat my wingy in air fryers and make them nice and crispins.
Yeah. Do you put tinfoil on the bottom, like line the
Oh, you're
basket?
supposed to do that?
No,
I don't know.
No, I've heard of people doing it. It probably makes the cleaning process a lot easier, but I would be convinced it wouldn't cook right.
Okay. Yeah, we're single oven people.
Yeah. Happy to have one, though.
Is that how you welcome people into your home, Doug?
You apologize.
Right up front.
Only one stove, sorry.
Just
doing the best we can over here.
Let you know right up front.
Tough economy.
Sometimes we get existential questions like if you clean your air fryer, and other times it's bigger picture questions like why did you people willingly choose sports journalism? Seems like a lose-lose profession. Were there not 40 other careers available? That's from Bobby Big Wheels.
There were. We're just as sorry about it as you are.
Yeah. I mean, there's a guy, unless there's something I'm not aware of, probably not making a whole lot of money, probably in his 30s, 40s, maybe 50s, and he's traveling to St. Louis to watch a team that's 4 or 5 games under 500 that somehow is in the playoffs mix. And he hears the manager talk about a calf injury, follows up on it, and then just gets talked down to. And then goes back to the courtyard, probably has some wings and gets up and gets berated the next day.
Right.
And then flies to Kansas City or something.
It's not a glamorous life, but it's a life we've chosen.
Yeah.
That was a reverse Sarkisian because Sarkisian was in the right.
Yes.
The reporter melted, was wrong in stating it a certain way. This manager says dealing with a calf, and then later says, I didn't say anything's bothering him.
According to who? Arch? Arch said that to you?
No.
No.
Well, the Orioles skipper had a bit of a New York accent, so maybe he's always
Boston.
He's
so
Boston?
he's probably always
Fall River,
He's
Massachusetts.
going to be. I'm putting him on my McKernan watch list.
always looking for a fight.
Yeah, he was Wahlberg and Departed level there.
I'm going to keep an eye on this. I don't like what I see out of this guy.
Doug, I got wifey 6 ovens. We have 2 in the master. That's from Shrimply Pibbles.
You need 2 ovens in the master bedroom? How much are you eating?
You have to have a hood in there, too, I guess, if you're in a full
ventilation,
stove.
absolutely.
Yeah. How many burners you got? 4?
I've got 4 burners.
Okay.
He said precautionary, followed by he had the calf issues. Had, as in past tense. Sometimes I am amazed by this show's lack of comprehension.
Leave us alone.
Lols. That's from MJ from the wealthy part of North
Are we going to
City.
need to hear it again?
He said dealing with the calf. Papers.
He was dealing with the calf. So
Okay.
Sound like Nevin
But he said was. He did say was.
he was dealing with the calf.
He didn't say is.
Okay, they keep going. He says
He was dealing with the calf, so there's no point to push him there. And we had the guys to go mix and match with Sammy going to first and to get Narvi in behind the plate.
I assume this is the same calf that was bothering him in Tampa Bay like a couple weeks ago. Same thing.
I didn't say anything was bothering him. Just said took him off his feet because of the Tampa.
Gotcha. So nothing's bothering.
Please don't put words in my mouth. Thank you.
Oh, gosh.
Well, if nothing's bothering him and it was precautionary, why wouldn't you just say affirmative? Yes, nothing's bothering him.
Manager said, didn't say anything's bothered him. Okay, so nothing's bothering him? Don't put words in my mouth. What?
Yeah, that's very confusing. And there's better ways to go about it.
It is baseball. Does it really matter if the rest of the world knows that he's got a bit of a calf issue?
They're going to
You're
start
4 games under 500.
start throwing heaters at his calf.
Yeah.
Nice try, MJ. Get a hearing aid. That's from George Clooney's doppelganger who called into the program. And Doug has sent in another image of his wife, and it looks like she's posing.
Oh.
You see that? Papers, you see that? Man, you see it?
I'm going to open it up.
Man, she's like telling us what the word is. And the word is good. The word is good.
Yeah. It is kind of a pose.
And that's the winery hat?
Yes.
That's a winery hat.
Right there.
It looks like a beach hat more than winery. Chairman Carter, you're in agreement on that beach hat.
It's
the
probably
winery
closer.
hat has a flatter bill,
Yeah.
and you've worn the winery hat to the TMA Awards when that girl spit booze into your mouth.
Oh.
Not booze. Club soda.
Oh, that's right, because you're California sober.
Right.
Yeah, and I would agree. This looks more of a beach style hat.
Yeah, they're going to the beach, Doug.
Yeah.
It looks like a J. Crew catalog.
Yeah.
Is George Clooney's doppelganger's wife a model, Doug?
I don't know who it is. I don't know.
Coach Dunkin' Donuts pulled polar bear because Stubby Clapp was staring him down and Pete didn't want to get body slammed again. It's from Dale and Grubville. You remember Stubby Clapp took him down, and Pete was not happy about that.
That would not be a sanctioned fight by most of the boxing commissions.
Well, Rey
in this country.
Mysterio has won a few titles, Doug.
How tall is he?
About 5'4".
About 5'4", 150 pounds. And he beats up guys who weigh like 300 or so.
Sure.
6'4", 300 pounds.
American
He's
underdog.
Whipping him. Mm-hmm. Just because he can bounce off the ropes.
That's BS. I feel left out. Text me the picture, guys. That's from Mr. Mudjack Mike. Doug, you want to text him the picture?
People are so desperate for a picture of a woman. Sounds like they're all in prison.
No, but
Can I have a picture too?
That guy asked us why we chose sports journalism. It's because we get to see pictures of listeners' wives and the others don't.
Well, when I got into it, the media was still somewhat well thought of. The jobs paid half decent. I don't know what's wrong with the rest of you turkeys for going into this.
It's a fair question.
Jimmy, we'll get some spots sold. You get to talk into a microphone.
George Clooney's doppelganger on the site of the picture that was sent in. It's a beach outside of Charleston, Wild Dunes Resort in the Isle of Palms, Doug.
Okay. I've always liked the name Isle of Palms.
You like it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah, everyone seems to love Charleston.
Oh, it's sweet.
That's a happening place now.
Mm-hmm. It's great.
Aaron in St. Chuck, who has her nipples pierced, is texting about Josh Allen. I'm cautiously optimistic. I always fall in love and filled with hope when Josh Allen is captaining the squad. How about your Titans? That's Aaron in St. Chuck, and she is in the Form Energy YouTube chat along with 322 of our friends who are just watching the program and talking it over. You can do the same thing. Go to youtube.com/TMASTL. We're trying to get to 7,200 subscribers today, Doug, because then management will come in and present Doug with silver chunks. Mm-hmm. Subscribe to the TMASTL YouTube channel, and you can watch the program, podcast at any time, go back and listen to anything. You also get After the Morning After in there, which we do, and we're now at 7,190. Here we go. Here we go. We're 10 away. The silver chunks are about to arrive. After the Morning After, which airs from 11 to 12 on the TMA STL YouTube channel, 105.7 HD2, and the TMA podcast feed. Email in for our design, air, heating, and cooling email today, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. That comes your way at 9:45 on the Polos Plus dossier. Matt Holliday, who is in town watching his son hit the ball all over the place at Busch Stadium. He is probably going to call in. Martin, what do you think? 80%?
Let's see. It's 9 o'clock. We got till 11. 78.
78%. He will be calling into the program. And the design, air, heating, and cooling email of the day. Here is a business I really recommend to our audience. Family-owned and operated is Cardinal Vending, with 3 generations working in the business, proudly serving the St. Louis area since 1987. I would imagine this is going to resonate with a lot of you in the listening audience. Years ago, you would have these break rooms, and they just have vending machines, and they'd have like chips and maybe some candy bars and maybe something that's kind of healthy, but it's really not. And that's all you'd have. So then the next thing you know, if you can't really get out for lunch or you didn't bring something in, you're sitting there going, man, I got to go eat this crap, and I'm not going to feel great after it, and I'm putting on weight. That's no good. Cardinal Vending can take care of that. Online at cardinalvending.net. Today's workplace break room is more than chips and candy. Cardinal Vending offers fresh salads, wraps, sandwiches, fresh fruit, protein snacks, healthier options, plus all your favorite beverages and snacks. They handle everything for you, from installation and setup to stocking, maintenance, and ongoing service. Whether you're opening a new office, replacing an outdated vending company, or simply want a better break room experience for your employees, Cardinal Vending can customize a solution for your business. They are local, they are responsive, and they are committed to outstanding customer service. If you are a business owner, office manager, or facility manager, reach out to Cardinal Vending for a free consultation and see how they can transform your workplace break room. It's cardinalvending.net. That's cardinalvending.net, 636-343-8866. We are entering the Mark Hanna Evergreen Wealth Strategies 9 o'clock hour. The program's called The Morning After on 101 ESPN and the TMA STL YouTube channel.
This is Jackson with a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. New York Giants wide receiver Calvin Austin III will miss the upcoming season after suffering a torn ACL in his right knee at Tuesday's training camp practice, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter. That was another Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
And tonight, I submit to you that there's some family that drove from I don't know where, parked 5 miles out away from the stadium, and they saved all freaking year long just to buy a ticket to climb to the top of that stadium and watch your tail play. You owe them something. Here right now.
What do we have here?
Is that a mashup?
It was a CFB hype video. Someone put it on Twitter, and I thought, damn, that's fire.
Who was that coach screaming?
You want to take a guess? He is no longer the coach of the team he was in the video.
Craig Albernaz.
Nor is he a coach anywhere right now.
Not a coach anywhere right now.
No.
Newt Rockney.
Nope.
Four Horsemen?
Not Newt Rockney, but good guess.
Martin, I'm in the tank.
Amos Alonzo Stagg.
If I gave you the conference, because this conference has had a lot of turnover this year, so I don't think I'm giving away too much. It's an former SEC coach.
Brian Kelly?
No, I don't think he could lead men like that.
Grind on him.
Yeah, he certainly grind on him.
Hugh Freeze?
Nailed it, Martin. That's Hugh Freeze in that video.
I saw something trend. I didn't see that video, but I saw something trending about him the other day. That must have been related to this.
Yeah. It's a good speech.
Hugh Freeze. And he's the one who coached laying in a hospital bed?
That's right. And correct. The most look at me moment maybe ever.
What Dolly Parton song was that? It's
I took a brief detour.
Gosh.
Just a brief detour.
For one day, we can't pay tribute to Dolly.
Brief detour.
Okay.
Why do you
That song was played at the Afton pool party right before Jackson, all his bros shotgunned a beer. It's from the TMA Reddit Insider.
You're looking at me like I have something to say about that.
Hey, look, the girls have arrived. I know. What do you think? What do you think about,
why would I talk like that?
What do you think about dance? No, this is not you. This is not you.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
This is others.
Yeah,
And because they're coming up to ask you.
And they talk like that kid in American Graffiti.
Hey, look, there's some girls over there. And then they say, hey, Jackson, what do you think of Gates? That's what was transpiring.
Yeah, they all sound like Mickey Mouse.
Doug, Money for Nothing is kind of a problematic song these days. It has a gay slur in the lyrics. That's from Brad and Boca. Brad and Boca is accurate in that. And I saw, was it 1984, 85 at Wembley Stadium where Sting's up on stage and he's doing the opening. I want my MTV is what he's saying. And Mark Knopfler, who's singing those lyrics along with Sting, actually changed the word on stage in 1985. How about that? But yes, if you look at the lyrics, little fella.
No, I don't remember what it was. I'm guessing. No, I remember the original. I'm saying, what did he change it to?
Oh, got it.
Maybe little fella.
Yeah,
something.
but he changed it in 85 is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yes, the original recording probably wouldn't get airplay in 2026 or even 1996 for that matter. 314-399-9646. That is how you can text in. Then you can also talk it over in the Forum Energy YouTube chat where they're talking about Denny Crum.
What is it about Denny Crum?
I don't know. I just looked it up. And the first thing I see is Mr. Seawalk wrote Denny Crum.
Was that a comb over, Doug? It was perfect hair.
He came up when we were talking about like best tongues or something.
Yeah, he had a nice liquor.
What?
That's what happened. That's what happened. You might have been an onboarding.
How did that come up? On this show
Just
or the
right
other one?
out of the blue, someone sent that in. That Denny Crum's got a nice liquor.
Not the Ken show?
No,
it was this show.
I feel bad for John Rice, the troublemaker. What a game he saw last night. He had to drive 3 hours round trip for that garbage. That's from Dirty Dan, the garbage man.
Say he's going Thursday as well, so maybe they can.
McGreevy tonight. Who's on the bump tomorrow?
It's
Is that a TBD?
It's TBD on.
Martin, we're going to see a lot of those three letters the next 30 days.
When did our guy Quinn last pitch? When did he get? He got
Saturday?
teed up a little bit.
Yeah, and had to eat it.
So I guess
before Pies came in to relieve him, just like he came in last night.
It'll probably be Quinn Matthews.
Feels right.
Then after that, I don't know. Who do you go next on the Friday game against Pittsburgh?
Looking around that clubhouse yesterday, you forget some of these guys are here, like Everson Pereira, but he's also injured.
Yeah.
Then there's Fernandez, who I think you see him, hey, what's up? I'm like, oh, yeah, I think I shot you straight into the sun the other day. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? There are some randoms in there at this point.
You think they'll go Graceffo on that Friday? A couple innings?
Oh, boy.
I mean, that's the thing. What's your other option?
Boy, it happened quick, didn't it, Doug?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They call somebody else up from
Takao
Memphis,
Roby?
I suppose.
I think they wanted to wait a
Bryson
little on him.
Motts, didn't he appear for a second?
You know?
The roster churn, Doug, we like to talk
What they
about.
start Pages?
I think they should.
I guess if they got it, somebody, if Motts or somebody else is a starter at Memphis that they think has a potential to be here next year, why not bring them up now?
What's
Get
looking
their
at the
feet
40
wet.
man? What's looking at the 40 man?
40 man is bleak.
The 40 man bleak.
40 man is bleak.
Well, why would it be bleak?
40 man bleak.
Because all the guys on there who are pitchers are relief pitchers. And then anyone
they
who
got some injured guys they don't
yeah,
want.
and then some of the guys who are starters are injured, you know? Like Takao Roby is someone who I think you could legitimately be like, all right, you think you'll be here next year. You might want to do it, but you also don't want to rush it. The Johan Oviedo disease.
Well,
Johan Oviedo disease.
They may be forced to make a change on that 40 man if they don't have enough starters to get through the rest of the season.
Herpy.
Pies has looked good.
He's
Not
got
bad last night.
Yeah, he's got some stuff.
It really wouldn't hurt anything. Like, what? Just give him the. I mean,
This is what we're talking about.
give him the first inning. Like when Bobby Valentine made the lineup out of, just pulled it out of a hat.
I think Mouse has been moved to the bullpen in Memphis.
That's fine. Come up for an inning or two. Start.
Well, somebody's starting down there. Whoever the best guy is, bring him up.
I think Dick Fitz was part of the plan this year.
That is correct.
Yeah.
And then Palante outpitched him. And then he got hurt. They're not going to add to the 40 man with a looming work stoppage. That's from Doug's Pocket Constitution.
Well, I didn't think you have to add to the 40 man. You just have to move someone up. Can Gorman pitch?
Doug, that's where we are.
I know. A week and a half ago, this team, we were ready to rock.
They got us. They got us to college football.
And now Martin is seriously kicking around the idea of Pedro Pages starting on Friday night.
Doug, Biff is on the Callier and Thompson phone lines. Good morning, Biff. You are on TMA on 101 ESPN.
Hey, Doug. How we doing? First time caller here. How's the fellas doing today?
Oh, that's not Biff.
Chairman Curtis, it's Biff, but it's a different Biff.
Different
like Thomas
Oh, it's a different Biff.
Well, hello, different Biff.
The other one's more droll.
This is Biff Johnson.
Biff Johnson.
Johnson, okay.
So,
welcome to the show.
A lot of talking about the Cardinals lately. Obviously, they're not playing well, and this is kind of my thought here.
Okay.
We're very surprised and happy about how they started. You know, Jordan Walker, Weatherholt comes out. Pitching's up and down, or starting pitching's actually been fine, top 10 in the league. Why are we surprised now that we've had a fallout? If we're surprised by success, I don't understand why we're surprised by a little bit of a fallout towards the end of the year. This is a young team. These are young guys. I played college baseball. I understand the longevity of a long season. These guys are young. They're going to be up and down. Inconsistencies are going to happen for probably 2 more years, I would imagine. You guys have a take there?
I don't know that people are surprised or more disappointed, I think, because it looked like they had a real shot to possibly land a wild card up until like the last week, till that series in Philadelphia. I don't know that anybody's really surprised where the record is. We're just kind of disappointed. That kind
Probably
of petered,
pleasantly surprised,
petered out
actually,
here.
with where the record is. They're a game under 500, 133 games into the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, at that point, you know, I mean, even disappointed, we're totally happy with how things started, and we're like, oh man, we just didn't expect this.
Well, Biff, I appreciate the conversation. I don't know if that's necessarily, and I don't know if people are saying that outside of our program, but I don't think our show is saying. I mean, for me, the thing that Doug and I agreed on at the outset of yesterday's show, and I realize there's a good chance you weren't listening at that time, but Friday night, even if they won that game, because of the news of Palante to the IL and Dobbins' injury, and that they were going to limit Leahy's innings going forward, and we saw that with 63 pitches on Sunday.
Right.
60% of the rotation at that point is either out or compromised. And so even if they win that game on Friday, my father-in-law was either over at the house that night or I saw him the next day, and we always talk about the Cardinals. And I'm like, yeah, they lost the game. But I said, once you lose 60% of the rotation, realistically, it was already going to be difficult to get in. There isn't like somebody sitting at Memphis who is going to be able to replace that kind of workload. Now, Dobbins doesn't get hurt. If they are comfortable with Leahy continuing to pitch at the level he's been pitching as far as innings, and Palante doesn't get hurt, the loss on Friday night and on Sunday impact me as both a fan and a host much more significantly. But because of the injury news and the fact that they're limiting Leahy to 65 pitches, it's just, again, mathematically, of course, it still can happen. But at that point, I'm like, it's such a different mindset than where it was even 24 hours before that, when I was thrilled to see Dane Myers drop that ball in Cincinnati, because at that time Dobbins wasn't hurt, Palante wasn't hurt, and I wasn't as aware of the Leahy situation as it became clear what their plans were. So for me, the injuries changed my feeling on the team, and also Leahy's limited innings.
I agree there. I think that I totally understand what you're saying. It really looks like we all were on board with this good start, and that was kind of the mindset. And, hey, maybe we get into the playoffs and, knock somebody out that had a better record during the regular season. But now at this point, it seems more like the mindset going into the season is the mindset now that, what we get is extra, and we're going to do what we can to keep our guys healthy and preserve longevity for, a better start and finish next year. So
I would agree. I think that's what it is. I think you're right on target there.
Biff, where'd you play? Can I ask where you played college ball? Just curious. Love a good vetting.
Yeah, we were at Spalding University. So I started at Flo Valley. I was actually part of the last baseball team at Flo, and then transferred to Spalding University. That's in Louisville, Kentucky.
Spalding University. All
D3.
Right.
D3, Doug.
Biff, who was your coach there, if you don't mind me asking?
So that would have been Mike Stosky.
Yeah, he was my pitching coach at Webster.
How about that? Look at this.
Webster, yes. Mike Courage actually recruited me, and I had to respectfully decline. I wanted to get out of St. Louis for a little while.
Good call.
Why would you want to get out of this town?
15-yarder for Bill.
Oh, Bill, how about that? Biff, are you a longtime TMA guy?
I'm actually a newer, probably, I'd say about 2 years now. First time calling in, though.
Welcome to the show.
All right, welcome aboard. We have two Biffs, Tim.
Biff Johnson. This is Biff Johnson.
Biff Johnson, ball player.
Okay.
Kentucky,
I'm
Flo Valley.
I'm going to walk into the office now.
He's got a job.
Hey, we're sorry to bother you.
He's got a job, and he listens.
No. I went to McClure North, grew up in Forson. I'm a North County guy, so all you SLU folk can eat it.
Wow. It's going to get a lot of support, though. That was a populist move. Thank you, Biff.
Thank you, fellas. Have a good day.
All right, Biff.
Biff.
To the
Different
office.
Biff.
Yeah.
You liked him, I know.
I like different Biff.
Different Biff.
I like different Biff. Other Biff.
Self-made stay-at-home Ladue mom disagrees. This bloke played intramural softball at SEMA. I hope the Arnold Water Tower falls on your ass.
Oh.
So the self-made stay-at-home Ladue mom, but he's no-co. He didn't deal with Jeff Co. Does this guy write poetry like the other Biff? That's from Stepdad Gary. Marty, you would really enjoy a Biff poem. Really.
What rhymes with Hooter Girl?
Well, he would say Hooter Girl. Sometimes he'd rhyme with the same word he used in the previous sentence.
Biff is the only reasonable human in the TMA listening audience. That's from your mom's lesbian lover.
Well, I didn't like the fact that he had to get out of St. Louis.
Why can't this show not broadcast from strip bars?
How about that delivery, Martin? It sounds like a KOMU weekend newscast.
Good evening, everyone.
Tell Dirty Dan thanks for the shout out. It was a tough night. Hopefully Thursday will be better. That's from John Rice, troublemaker.
Could you think of a way to use the gummy candy in a sex scene, like gummy worms or licorice?
Was that a Mizzou game? Because I could have sworn I heard Mr. Brightside in the background. You hear that?
Now I'm picturing Biff as a news anchor. Good evening, I'm Van 2. Yeah, what's up? I'm Biff.
Oklahoma. Do they have some good fries out there, girl?
You can't train this stuff.
He was into splashing.
That's correct.
Yeah. It was detailed heavy on Biff and Show, a program that broadcast on KFNS only when there wasn't Ultimate Frisbee or
That's correct.
Washers tournaments going on that would get that Biff paid for the airtime, but would constantly get bumped.
Thanks for the money. Now get out of here.
Mount Rushmore of 590 shows that led to it now being nothing but static.
I like the before TMA show that was dependent on the host's sleep schedule.
That's correct. Yeah, that was actually in the intro, I believe. Yeah, Larry Nickel did the voiceover for the intro, and it was...
Larry does voiceover.
Yes, he does. We had him do some voiceover work. I think, Jackson, you're actively... Doug, take a listen. Here, right here.
I'd like to hear it.
Hello, St. Louis. You are listening to a very special edition of a one-week trial run of a show that may or may not continue after this week, depending on the quality of the show, depending on the sleep habits of the host, and depending on the interest level of advertising for sponsoring it. It's Iggy, it's the Plowboy, and it's the best there is, best there was, and the best there will be. Timothy Michael McKernan on 590 Fan, KFNS, and InsideFTL.com. Now watch me shoot fireworks all over your boy chest.
Oh. Yep. And I think that's where St. Louis U High claimed me.
I was like P&G before it really launched.
Yep.
Well, it probably helped to show that the open was half an hour, so that you didn't have to really vamp for
it
long.
allowed for me to be like, oh, I got to leave my house now.
It's a very transparent open.
It is.
You know?
Well, I mean, that's transparency in media.
Yeah. Like you ever seen the movie The Assassination of Jesse James by the...
Casey Affleck?
By the coward Robert Ford. Kind of gives away what's going on. That's kind of what that open is.
They would text him, all right, the open's playing, you better start heading out.
Yeah.
They head this way. Yeah. The open just started.
It's halfway through. You better get going.
Sounds like a WW entry song. That's from the 618. Was that Shawn Michaels music?
That was Bret the Hitman Hart.
Bret the Hitman Hart.
And InsideFTL.com. Now watch me shoot fireworks all over your boy chest.
Now, what is that supposed to mean?
I honestly, I didn't decipher. But now he's at Queenie Park.
With George Clooney's
What did he say,
doppelganger?
Papers? What did he say? I honestly didn't understand.
But and then there's a song that seems to play after it. This is part of the intro? This is part of the intro.
I guess we acquired rights from, is this DJ Quick, Doug?
I don't know who it is.
Yeah, tonight, DJ Quick.
Very solid.
Yeah, it's the jam. You never heard this jam before?
Uh-uh.
He did Just Like Compton. Doug, what were the cities that DJ Quick said were just like Compton? 1991, right?
Foggiest notion.
Well, St. Louis was one, and then Gus from Gus's Fashions was featured in the music video.
Oh, was he?
I think San Antonio was just like Compton. Oakland just like Compton.
Okay.
Gus Torregrossa?
No.
Gus Torregrossa. You got to replace Jackie Papers. Put some meatloaf in there. Little REO Speedwagon. I'm telling you, there was a meeting. Had all kinds of problems.
There were a lot of meetings.
We need some more rock and roll. I'm like, but it doesn't change anything.
The lyrics to this Just Like Compton song, interesting shout out to St. Louis.
What do we have?
I'm going to edit on the fly.
Okay.
Moving on to St. Louis,
Yes.
where they country AF.
Nice.
With gold teeth in their mouth, but they still know what's up.
Yes.
It didn't rhyme.
Yeah, very intelligent music. Really sophisticated, smart stuff.
Just like Compton.
Gold in the teeth. Got to get Alonzo off his feet.
Where it's hot as a something.
Mug.
Hot enough to make you cuss. That's why I kept my behind on the bus.
Nice.
Oh, that's just awesome.
But didn't he
Just
make
really
reference
great.
to Gus? I swear he talks about Gus.
The Smith Center with Big Bob, Little Steve, Tojo, Biss, and Rich, and a couple of ladies. Then they took us to a man named Gus in a store. He put us down with a herringbone and shoes galore.
Yeah, Doug, I want a herringbone.
It's like Biff wrote it. It's just horrendous.
Doug,
Just
now
absolutely
Shrewsbury
horrendous.
is just like Compton. That's from Dale and Grubville. Are they saying Shrewsbury's just like Compton?
I don't think it is. Are there no standards anymore? Just whatever they write, it's got to be great. It's horrible.
That was 34 years ago.
was
It was a
terrible
classic.
then.
I want a
It's
Grammy.
terrible
I want a
now.
Grammy. That's correct.
It's awful stuff.
Stop asking Doug about music made after 1962, for the love of God. That's some clip that off. When did the Mills Brothers come out?
Before that.
Is that right?
50s.
Were they really 50s?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Enough. Only Dolly Parton music today. Show some damn respect. That's some Moistus Alou Possible Burner. Martin, he said, quote, "Now watch me shoot fireworks all over your boy chests." And I think that's hot. That's from Dirty Dan the Garbage Man. Is he still suspended?
It's got to be close to being lifted, but I feel like he snuck through the gate a few times.
Yeah.
Doug, is he clear?
Let me check, because he was
Doug
suspended
does keep a log
8
here.
days.
Yeah, it's the appliance discounter suspension log, as a matter of fact.
8 days, and that happened on the 18th. So I guess he's clear.
Days?
He's clear as of today.
There you go.
Well, feels like got away with a few.
Appliance Discounters is the sponsor of that suspension logule. And that's the Bradley family. I just got a refrigerator from them last month. Hey, St. Louis, Appliance Discounters has always been known to have the lowest prices in town. Well, it just got better. Come by the Appliance Discounters outlet store located at 9425 Gravois and Afton. The store is filled with slightly dinged or dented closeout or one-of-a-kind appliances. And believe it or not, they're priced even lower than their other 4 showroom stores. Some items are priced more than 60% off the competition. All come with a full factory warranty. If you don't mind a small ding or dent, you will save big. The outlet store is open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. and on Saturday from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Or shop the outlet store online at theappliancediscounters.com. That's theappliancediscounters.com. Coming up on your Polos Plus dossier, we have the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today at 9:45. And Matt the Bat, Martin, what percentage? We were at 78% about a half hour ago.
It's ticking down, I would say, at this point. Maybe I shouldn't have poked him when I said, when Pilates is done, call. I shouldn't have said that.
He was in the green seats last night, right by the Cardinal dugout.
Yeah, I saw him put his face up on the video board.
Oh, got a big ovation.
He did, sure, he should.
From the Cardinal faithful. How many did they say were there last night?
Oh, I didn't hear, but I can look. 20, 26, 877.
Sold, I guess.
Yeah.
The Bias ovation, not bad. I mean, it was just, Tuesday night?
Yeah. And it's been a week and a half since
I know.
It is
but he was asked about it, and he was like, he said, I hope there's some folks here or something like that. And then I said, well, we're the best golf fans in America. Oh, yeah, is that right?
Got that going for us, yeah.
Aren't we great?
A few times, many times. And no, I'm not a narc. I just want a level playing field. Stop reading suspended people's texts. It's from Sharon and Clayton.
No. Let's get this straight. You are tattling. Let's not mix it up here. You are tattling, but that's okay. But
so you're like pro Henry Hill?
No, I'm not saying that tattling is okay. In this context, it's not as bad. But make no mistake, you are tattling.
But if you're Henry Hill, you tattle to save your life, don't you? You're tattling on murderers.
I guess you didn't take an oath and have your finger pricked by the needle while the St. Peter card burned?
Well, in fairness, I don't think Henry Hill was never made because he wasn't Sicilian.
Yeah, but that means
so that's
nothing.
Okay.
You're dealing with
he didn't take an oath.
Scumbags. That there's no oath, there's no honor in any of that crap.
How dare you?
But the pasta looked really good.
Yeah.
What about the gravy?
The pasta in prison? Man.
Oh, the way they sliced up the garlic?
Yeah. And it's such an accurate portrayal of prison with guys cooking up pasta.
How many onions did you put in the sauce? Three small onions. That's a lot of onions.
Sure, I'm sure it happens all the time.
Okay, after that text exchange, I know she's a woman. Hi, Sharon's husband. That's from Steve in Wildwood, who is making his way to and fro Washington, Missouri today. Okay. We have the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today coming up here on this program. The program is called The Morning After, and it's presented to you by Brown and Crouppen on 101 ESPN and the TMA STL YouTube channel from the Stiefel Studios.
Oh, I heard Chairman Steve mention it earlier. Villaggio, also known as Village Bar. He wants to meet up there. Papers and I, we've got a pending meeting at Village Bar. I'm there all the time. Enjoying the cheeseburger, the waffle fries, great chef salad, too. A little bit underrated. And the Village Bar over the years, for generations, the place to hang out, lunch, happy hour, family, friends, watching the ball game. But it's added something in recent years. Inside the bar, not back, that's where they began, 1879 Distilling. And now the products, the spirits, are winning awards around the country. And you can taste the difference when you order a vodka tonic. You say, no, I want it Red Barn vodka. So many different flavors that are being offered. They've got the dark Havana rum, the rye, the bourbon. It makes a difference when you, it does. What is Frank? It matters. Frank's right. It matters when you order that cocktail. Sample the products there at Village Bar. Ask for it around town. It's starting to pop up at stores and establishments. It is a great thing that they did just by starting this as an homage to the old German heritage. And now people are sampling the product and saying, wow, that is pretty tasty. And they've got the tasting room open on Saturdays. That's attached to Village Bar. So you can find out more. Great website explaining all of the products. And you can even have an event, your own event, inside the barn. 1879distilling.com for more information.
Doug, it's hard not to picture Posh Spice when you hear this, isn't it?
Posh Spice?
Yeah, Victoria Beckham. Is that Victoria Adams originally, Jackson?
Yeah, Posh Spice?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that Victoria Adams' maiden name?
They were, of course, guests on the Ollie G show, which is making a comeback.
Yeah, I see that.
This is Kenny Rogers with...
Yeah, but David Beckham and Posh, this is their song.
What do you mean it's their song?
Your Song by Elton John.
Right.
But this is their song.
Mm-hmm.
Karaoke staple.
Oh, is it?
Oh, for a duet, for sure.
Kai and his wife do this?
I don't know. I don't know if they do much karaoke. When was the last time any of you did karaoke? And be honest with us here.
Macomb. That was a thing with the media. Like Howard Balzer would croon.
He would croon to the other gentleman in the media?
Well, he was a crooner. Had a little bit of that Bill Murray lounge singer. And then, Jim Holder, the great Jim Holder, would say, like,
I bet with that voice.
It was a weird vibe with the media. I mean, we're in Macomb, and they were saying, you get up there, you get up there. I said, I don't want to do it. It's just not my, I don't want to. And then I did C.W. McCall's Convoy, Doug, which is a really difficult karaoke song. And they all said that was awful. And I said, well, then I don't have to do it again.
But you don't really have to sing with that, right? You can talk.
Breaker one now. We got ourselves a rubber duck coming up. And you just had to read the lyrics.
Right.
I thought it was good.
What was the name of Andy Kaufman's lounge singing all three ago? Tony something?
Oh, that's a good question.
Zamunda?
Yeah.
Bob Zamunda?
Bob Zamunda, that's right.
God, what a weirdo. Rest in peace.
Hey, guys, this is a great song. When is the Blues ticket giveaway for opening night? That's from Cheese Deluxe.
I don't know.
You can see how one just leads right into that.
Tony Clifton, that was the name. Portrayed by Bob Zamunda, who is all still Andy Kaufman.
This is the end of the documentary. Tim is cultured. That's from Cronky Hater.
Gosh.
Tim, do you remember the Maya Wyclef cover of this for that Warren Beatty movie about politics? That's from Hardbody. Doug, that was directed at me, but you can answer it.
No, I don't have an answer for that.
Is that film called Bulworth? Like 98, 99 with Warren Beatty?
I don't know if I've seen that. It's crazy how little of Warren Beatty's filmography I've seen.
You feel bad about that?
Yeah. I just wish he had like something in like the late 90s, early 2000s that would have like crossed generations. But yes, Bulworth is the movie you're thinking of, Tim.
Did you like Dick Tracy?
Yeah, I mean, like I've seen Shampoo's amazing. But
amazing.
What was the one where it was the one who was a football player who died and came back?
Oh, Heaven Can Wait.
Yeah, that was good.
Have you seen Heaven Can Wait? But good.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
It was good.
Jack Snow made an appearance in that.
And did he?
Oh,
yeah, I thought that was good.
Hey, Sharon, aren't you like 63? Time to grow up and stop telling on me like we're in second grade. I served my suspension fair and square, and now it's over. That's from Dirty Dan the Garbage
I didn't
Man.
like his tone.
I have to stand with Dirty Dan the Garbage Man.
That's your guy.
Like the tone.
Yeah.
And he did not go to Chaminade or play hockey. Zumwalt guy.
Mm-hmm.
Correction. The great and powerful Tim doesn't get cultured. The culture gets Timmed.
It's awful.
I want to take a guess on Warren Beatty's age.
Doug EV's BBL.
Oh, by now Warren Beatty's
84.
probably 85.
When his kids are 12. Let's see. Not quite. Warren Beatty. Boy, that's really good. So, 82.
He is 89 years old.
Oh, wow.
And he was the guy who reportedly had every woman in Hollywood that he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
In Hoke, Tim. I think,
he's in Hoke?
I think Northwestern. I think so. God, is he still married to Annette Bening?
Yes. They have 4 children.
And his sister is Shirley MacLaine.
Correct. All of the above is true.
89.
So because I may or may not be of a certain age, I'm not allowed to call for a level playing field? Shut up, Dirty Dan the Garbage Man. That's Sharon and Clayton.
Came right back at him.
Level playing field. Get out of here.
Bulworth was great, Doug. Halle Berry's in it. That's from Pele Blanco.
Okay, I just didn't see it. I'm sorry.
That's my list.
He married Annette Bening when he was 55.
Are we going to talk any sports at any point instead of guessing actors' ages? From Jackson Soy Boy.
Now, that's a reasonable text.
You guys want to guess Halle Berry's age?
Oh. I feel like I'm going to dial in on this. 55.
I was going to guess that.
Once married to David Justice.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I think he called her crazy after the fact. 56.
57.
She is 60.
Wow!
She just turned 60 12 days ago.
Oh, is that right? Mm-hmm. Might be a good time to have her on.
Right. I couldn't agree more.
Who's more likely to call, Matt Holliday or Holly Berry?
Or David Justice?
Yeah, he was on a podcast a couple months ago.
Did we play a clip of him?
Yeah, I think so.
He was nuking somebody.
Ripping somebody. You guys want to guess home runs for David Justice's career?
Gosh,
That's sports. That is sports.
I'll say 290.
Wow, let's see, 20-ish. Not a huge home run guy, but a couple big ones. 310.
I'll say 291. Why don't you sit in the cuck chair?
You just got cucked there big time, Doug, because 305.
Wow.
Gosh, I was closest.
Oh, I didn't have a
You
lot
were
of
closest,
room.
but you oversold.
I was close.
I know you were. That's the problem. You come to the
Well,
Price is
I
Right.
didn't want to play that silly game.
No,
I know. I
what
was
do you mean?
trying to win. I was
No.
trying to be accurate.
You're not playing Plinko, dude.
Clip that off.
You're not playing Plinko, dude.
Yeah, back to the audience.
All right, that's sports. All right, we got something here. We're rolling.
All right, that's sports. I'm going to clip that off.
That'd be the end. That's how the rich school would end the show. All right, that's sports. Like, didn't
Well,
you ever,
that is the toss
rip?
right there.
All right.
Cree, Sandy.
Cree.
Cree Craig.
How many Crees in your life have you met?
Just the one when I interned with Rich Gould in 1997.
How
Doug.
do you spelling Cree?
C-R-E.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just phonetically, I guess.
Cree Craig.
Oh.
Catchy.
Email in Design Air Heating and Cooling email that will be coming your way on the program. Doug, do you know about Design Air? I think you do.
I do. Everyone should. If you got an air conditioner or a furnace, Design Air is a good name to know. Fantastic company. I see their trucks all over town. They got a lot of them. Big company, very successful company. Been around since 1904. These guys have seen everything. They can deal with it all with your HVAC system. The longest running sponsor on TMA. We do appreciate that. Seth Goldkamp, fourth generation family member running that business at Design Air. They believe in honest work. You're not going to be sold something that you don't need. So whether you're dealing with the St. Louis summer heat or the cold, they've got your back with dependable service and no pressure solutions. Good idea to get on their maintenance plan where they come out and make sure that your furnace and air conditioner are working as they should before the severe weather hits. Visit DesignAirService.com and schedule your service today. Design Air, comfort you can count on since 1904 and home of the handsome repairman. Watch out for that Scott. When he's angry, he becomes War Scoot.
You can't even say it.
Whatever, Piddles. Aren't you late for a hair injection? That's Sharon and Clayton. She's not happy now.
Yeah, listen, you can go after our 7 o'clock hour sponsor all you want.
Yeah,
That doesn't change the fact that you're tattling. Like you're raising your hand in the 3rd grade and saying, teacher, Johnny, remember, he doesn't get to have recess today. I just want a level playing field. That's textbook tattling.
You forgot we were supposed to have a quiz today.
Yeah, a level playing field. No, it's tattling.
I studied.
Yeah, now I'll go get my hair injection.
Design Air Heating and Cooling sponsors that email today. It's coming up next here on the Morning After 101 ESPN. Then why'd you come in here looking like that?
I don't know. I've not heard
ask
this
that question
song
every
before.
morning.
I can't help the way I look. I've got a darling figure, and a lot of women just say that I'm delish.
That off.
Guys, too.
Are we really surprised Sharon's a narc, a true Karen in the TMA wild? Some Scott Sprinkled ballsack.
See, this
his wife was named as on the Mount Rushmore of TMA wives earlier today.
See, these storylines, these plot lines would have all been so well explored during Real Housewives of TMA.
I still think it's going to happen. And, by the way, Scott Sprinkled ballsack's wife wants to be on it.
Yeah, okay, that could.
So what do? We go with George Clooney's doppelganger's wife, Sharon and Clayton, Scott Sprinkled ballsack's wife, and Shrimply Pibble's wife.
Right.
And they all meet at Brio to talk bad about...
Right. So I've never seen, to be
Aaron
honest,
and St. Chuck.
Real Housewives of any town.
I watched the first 5 minutes when Edmonds was on it.
It's rough.
And I looked at my wife and I said, oh my God, these are the worst people in the world.
Yeah. But
I can't do this.
Logistical question. They don't share a house, right? It's not like all of them in one house like a real world situation.
I didn't last past those 300
My
seconds.
guess is that each house has its own camera crew.
But then they meet up at a location and...
For like martinis and stuff?
Throw things at each other. I could be into it.
It's just a TV show.
Right.
Most of it's scripted.
Well, I'm sure Jim's glad he did it.
I don't think so.
We got the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today coming up here on the program. And we welcome you to email in anytime you want. The morning after at InsideSTL.com.
Maybe Holiday's going to email in. Maybe
he's going to email in. That's true. Let's see if any of these are from him. It's time for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. Folks, I've come to enjoy the little Hoosier side quests that take up a majority of Biggie's days in this stage of life he calls, quote, retirement, despite having less autonomy, less time, and more bosses than ever before.
More bosses.
Notably, I enjoy the way they all predictably start with a random scam Facebook post from someone he's never met. According to Facebook, Missouri had quietly introduced something called a, quote, star license. And unless Iggy obtained one immediately, he'd be unable to renew his plates and presumably become a stateless refugee living on the couch of his neighbor with the washer and dryer and modem he inconveniences her to use. So off he went, just him, his little costume jewelry, sunglasses, a knapsack over his shoulder, and the blind Hoosier confidence of a man who not once but twice got catfished by a supposed smoking hot Harvard-educated doctor now working as an executive at Wash U who spent her days arguing on the TMA fan page and vacationing in the Hamptons. No government website, no verification. Facebook had spoken, and he couldn't risk being shaken down by a crossing guard for $50 if he didn't have this, quote, star license. I didn't watch the ending, but I assume he ended up at an abandoned Metro PCS in North City where they were 3 folding chairs and a handwritten DMV sign. Led Iggy into an elaborate identity theft operation run by a random guy who also sells Cardinal jackets outside of Rozell's. Don't you remember Rozell's?
Sure, yeah.
That's from Mark's Mulch and Bra Emporium. Nothing comes between me and my Calvins.
You can't steal other companies' slogans. Mark's Mulch and Bra Emporium.
You know, I almost didn't write this email because I know it's just going to feed Steve from DeMunn's starvation for attention like a recovering diabetic ordering an extra large French fry from McDonald's. Steve treats his calls like he's hired a therapist on Groupon, but the therapist isn't sure why they are there and is left wondering if they should call the police. Listening to one of his calls is like watching sports final 8 times in a row and somehow still not knowing what happened that night. Steve has just enough money and free time to make his own choices, but not enough awareness to know this family of morning shows already has 2 mumbling AARP members. We don't need a third. Steve, keep the plug in if you call again. It disrupts the cell signal, and we won't need to hear a word you say. That's from Steven Time from the Brothers Time Incorporated. If the Tigers have 7 wins heading into the OU game, are you hoping they lose so Elia doesn't get that auto extension in his contract that Missouri negotiated? That is true, Doug. If they win 8 games, he gets a contract extension.
Well, he gets a contract extension if anyone else gets a contract extension.
And right now he's signed through 2052, is that it?
Yeah, or later.
It's like when a kid gets a birthday present on their like sister's birthday, just so they don't feel bad.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's bad form.
Don't want to hurt their feelings.
Yeah. Are there some parents who do that?
Couldn't tell you. I'm not a parent.
I know it's Sally's birthday, but Jimmy would like something too. No, stop
I can tell you we just had a little birthday celebration 3 days ago, and that was not happening in Carport Village.
No.
I would have got up with my 40 ounce of malt liquor and just walked into the road. Licks, licks, licks. At what exact cosmic milestone are you finally going to accept that your life is a permanent participation trophy? It's not evolving. It's not leveling up. It's just sitting there in its sad little onesie, waiting for the next pity invite. Be grateful some desperate woman looked at the available inventory, sighed, and said, fine. Even more grateful that her family had money because you latched onto that financial life raft like a barnacle with commitment issues. Without the disappointed father-in-law bankrolling the whole operation, you'd still be out here explaining why your biggest flex is a second oven in a garage that can almost fit one car if you park diagonally and pray. And now you're reduced to launching these zero-impact attacks at an actual gentleman who built something without needing a trust fund safety net or a wife's family to prop him up. Your come-over-the-top strategy of flexing multiple ovens and single-car garages isn't just failing, it's the comedic equivalent of bringing a plastic spork to a sword fight. Keep swinging, champ. The rest of us are just here for the entertainment. Doug, that comes from the Warson Woods Wacko with a rare email.
Warson Woods Wacko.
He's usually 100% text, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Felt he really had to, let a lot out.
Yeah.
Set the record straight.
Hey guys, I wanted to write a somewhat heartfelt email today about the passing of Dolly Parton. In my mid-30s, when I grew up, Dolly Parton was this hokey, weird, bedazzled, has-been country music star. She seemed to be a regular guest as my parents watched CBS Sunday Morning, which was miserable to watch as a kid. I hated country music, and I couldn't figure out why anybody would like her. Flash forward 20 years, my wife signed our daughter up for the Dolly Parton Imagination Land Library. Free of cost, Dolly Parton's charity sends a free book to little kids every single month until they are 5 years old. These are legit books, softback, 20 pages with a mix of very recognizable kids series and some of her own team's content. The goal is to get kids reading early and improve literacy. The mission was inspired by Dolly's own father, who grew up impoverished and never learned how to read or write. Also, the book's content is aimed at helping kids with real problems and the strong feelings that they encounter while they're growing up. How to deal with being scared if your parents have a babysitter. Teaching kids that making fun ain't funny. Accompanied by a song written by Dolly. Is that Coat of Many Colors? Is that Coat of Many Colors,
Yeah.
Doug? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
We haven't heard that one yet today. That's her
Next
favorite
up.
song. Oh, that's next up?
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
That's where her mother pieced together all the material
Out of
she could
rags.
find. Couldn't afford to buy a coat.
Expecting the unexpected, rolling with disappointment, and appreciating the simple joy of being together with others. To date, she has given away 333 million books to kids. I was wrong. She was very cool. Anyways, Martin better get his stiff arm ready because Ken finna use this as ammo to ask for a whole bunch of free stuff. T's and P's to Martin's inbox. That's from the Kansas City Gray Sexual.
Kansas City Gray Sexual.
Cyber friends? Shucks. Don't even have any of those. That's from Midge.
Midge.
Hey, just a quick compliment to After the Morning After, Iggy Settles Scores show for the broadcast yesterday. Typically, the show's really awful. I mean, a completely disjointed train wreck of thoughts desperately stapled together for Ken to brag about everything that he has done with absolutely nothing to show for it. But yesterday wasn't so bad, hearing about how he basically made the Dan Patrick show and got to use the line, "Don't you know who I am?" See, it never hurts to spread a little sunshine. That's from Shooter McGavin, the vice president of Chicago toll booths, keeping everyone safe like a star ID.
Shooter McGavin.
It's just a lot of Ken.
And finally, Doug, I thought of a baseball joke for you.
Okay.
What do you do if you want a Yankees Hall of Fame pitcher to see your email?
What?
Well, you just CC Sabathia.
Oh. I don't mind it. dad joke, but I don't mind it.
Is that an original, though? Is it... CC.
I really love seeing Holiday get the ovation last night. In my years as a fan, the most emotional regular season hit I've seen was his final home run as a Cardinal. The crowd, his tears, Danny Mac's call, all of it. Still chills-inducing. The second most emotional hit for me is harder to say, but it's probably when I finally caved and let Doug get to third base with me in one of Forest Park's paddle boats.
No.
Oh, wow.
No.
Well, that's bold.
Not a lot of room to operate either.
No.
Well, it didn't happen.
That's from the poor film student who stood right next to you about 3 months ago after he flew in from L.A. to claim his prize.
Makes it awkward.
About 35 years your junior, too, which is
good. But isn't that hot, though, when like guys who are in their 20s and 30s want to hook up with you?
No.
As you post about your new granddaughter, these guys...
Yeah. It's got to keep you young.
I wasn't there. It never happened.
I like how Jackson workshops the whole thing. It's those paddle boats, there's not enough room.
Or third base. I guess that's kind of, the people define the bases differently.
Really workshop that.
Second base is heavy petting, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Clip that off.
I think it's, I don't want to get too detailed, but probably some.
Save it for Ken.
Yeah, I think we know what it is.
Just some people, I don't know.
Jackson doesn't. Doug, why don't you pull him aside?
The base system is antiquated anyways. No one comes to, what is this, varsity blues? No one comes back to high school and is like, ooh, me and Becky got to second base last night.
And that's what Jimmy Vanderbeek said?
Yeah. Anyone got any pop? No one talks like that.
Anybody got any pop?
Second base is pop?
No, they were just
saying antiquated terms.
Right, like, yeah.
Anybody got any pop?
Right. You wanted
How's it going, sport?
A sun drop or something. Yeah.
A sun drop.
You ever had sun drop?
Yeah, kind of a yellow can.
It's kind of Mountain Dewy.
Is it mellow yellowish?
Yeah, all kind of the same thing.
Mellow yellow gone now?
No, I think they still make it.
My kids got Dolly books. R.I.P. to a goat. That's from Skidman. I was not aware of that.
Yeah.
333 million books?
It's crazy.
Our soccer guy Tom Hart tweeting out that his daughter had gotten the books from Dolly for years. Yeah.
Brief aside, and we may have already touched on it. I don't know if it was on air, off air, another program. Hell, I don't know. But man, I'm upset that Tom Hart and Jordan Rogers and Cole Kubelik are not working together.
So what is it? Kubelik's off?
I think he's been sent to the Brian Kelly tier games.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
and Tom Hart is working with somebody else, Martin, and Jordan Rogers is doing...
Studio-ish?
Yeah.
Is Tom still going to be on SEC Network games a lot? I'm crowdsourcing.
All I know is they're not working together, and I loved that broadcast team. They were so good.
Who made
and
that
usually
decision?
I'm kind of just like, I'm neither here nor there unless it's one of the Buck, Costas, Michaels, Nance, deals.
Right.
But yeah, it was great chemistry.
For sure.
Cole is a ball knower, big time ball knower in the era of Tee-hee. How'd you feel? How'd this play make you feel? Tee-hee, back to you.
Yeah, and Tom Hart's really good. One of the guys, and it's less rare, but still kind of a rarity. Incredible on football and basketball. Just really, really good on both.
Doug, Beta Theta Pi on Chi? Beta Theta Pi on Chi?
I don't know what fraternity he was in.
Let's see. I think I'm in an ESPN list, and I guess he'd be more of an SEC network list. All right. Looks like Jordan Rogers now with Mike Monaco.
Well, you don't need fries.
No.
Okay. That's Tom?
Yeah.
He was telling you guys you don't
I think
need
he's probably
fries?
talking about Boochers there. That's my guess.
Oh,
yeah, for sure.
It's like I was playing $25,000 pyramid.
Which I agree with. I don't think you need fries.
But what if they had nice seasoned steak fries?
Why wouldn't you have fries?
Thank you, Doug.
Because they got potato chips. Well,
but people like fries more
They
than
cook the
potato
food
chips.
on what is essentially like a big hot plate. So it's not like they have I don't think they have a lot of room for a deep fryer.
You open a restaurant, you don't have room for fries?
They opened it 110 years ago.
Well, then close it and go somewhere else and get yourself some fries.
Ooh, that is a dangerous take.
Yeah, that is a dangerous take.
There's always room for fries.
Oh, here you go, Tim.
You wouldn't even order them.
No, but I want other people to be happy.
Thank you, Doug.
Yeah, whatever.
Tom Hart is with Roddy Jones. Was he on a game show? We have Tom Hart with Roddy Jones and Quint Kesenich. Kesenich?
Nurse?
Quint Kesenich. They went from Q Kubelik to Quint Kesenich, sir. Let's see. You got that Chris Fowler, Kirk Herbstreit, of course. It's interesting because Fowler's
so Rogers is in studio, or he's still doing games, and
I saw him listed with Mike Monaco, but now I don't see that here. I thought Chase Daniel was doing more
The SEC
stuff,
Now
studio, SEC Nation thing, and I thought he said something about working with Jordan Rodgers, but I don't see. Okay, ESPN's crew is Chris Fowler, Kirk Herbstreit, and his dog, Sean McDonough, Greg McElroy.
That's a great team as well.
I like that.
That's a great team as well.
It's interesting because Fowler's the main guy, but nobody ever thinks of him as like a great play-by-play guy. Joe Tessitore and Jesse Palmer, Bob Wischusen with Louis Riddick, Dave Pasch, Dusty Dvoracek.
Love Dave Pasch.
And Tom Hart with Roddy Jones. And then all the others are the sideline reporters, I guess.
So Jordan Rodgers then has to be on one of the studios.
He must. That's what I think I read.
I guess he just didn't want to travel anymore, I would get. But then they're on campuses for those things, I assume.
Yeah.
That was a team that when they had Missouri's games, and I know Tom went to Missouri, but I don't think he plays that game. You can't get to that level and do that crap. That was insightful, good chemistry. Like I said, Cole Kubelik's a ball knower, insightful. Great follow on the Twitter tweets if you're a college football fan, by the way. He's War Eagle. I think he played at Auburn.
Jordan Rodgers will call ACC Big 12 games alongside Mike Monaco.
Yeah, he is reportedly transitioned to an unspecified elevated role with ESPN and ABC.
Must be doing more studio, but then he wants to do games. Yeah. ACC Big 12.
He's lead studio commentator for college football coverage for ESPN with Kevin Nagandi and Booger McFarland.
Kubelik's still with ESPN, but moved down the depth chart. I don't see him listed, though.
Yeah, I think he's going to be saddled up there with Brian Kelly at whenever UAB plays or whoever.
Mm. Boo hiss, Martin. That's a great booth. They broke it up.
Cole Kubelik have a podcast, right?
Yeah, and I think he does a show in Birmingham.
Okay.
It's like Mike Monaco and Jordan Rodgers are doing a lot of Friday night games, but that's...
Papers is on board now. Now he's on board, just like that.
But that's opposite of Fox.
Okay.
Because so it must be on ESPN.
I withdraw those claps.
SEC, let's see. Okay. That's all I got. Did that help? Tauka Jackson, it's just listed under, like, instead of like receiving votes, there's a section here that says returning crews. And it lists a couple of people, like including Tauka Jackson.
Yeah.
What the hell is happening right now? Doug, that's from Merp, the Barbarian, and he's not happy with it.
We're trying to find out who's going to be calling these damn games.
Well, the good news is I forgot the emails, and we have to read those again. I haven't handed in my vote yet.
I have them right
I
here.
also made a strategic error, I think, when Matt said what time, and I said, it'd be fun, just call whenever, and I think that might So maybe tomorrow's in play. I don't know. Day game tomorrow.
Busman special.
But it's like 1-ish, 1:15 maybe.
The program is called The Morning After. It airs on 101 ESPN.
This is Jackson with a SportsCenter update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. Cardinals back in action tonight against the Baltimore Orioles. 6:45 p.m. first pitch. Michael McGreevy toeing the slab for the Redbirds. That was another SportsCenter update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
You should tear up a little bit.
Farrah's her favorite song, Doug.
Yeah, you can see why.
Think about it, Doug.
How about that perspective right there?
Nice. Is there anyone else, any celebrity that has like 100% approval rating like she does?
Darren Pang.
Darren Pang, Abigail Mack, Jackson, anybody else?
I don't know about Abigail Mack. I can't think of anybody who's so universally loved that no one has ever said a bad word about this woman.
No.
Get back to the rock and roll.
Papers, anybody else? I mean, you have movie, boy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Universal acclaim like that is so rare. And not only acclaim, but love, like the genuine love people feel towards, kind of parasocial element of it. But
yeah,
I don't know if there's anyone at that level like her.
Betty White.
Yeah, but
she
I think
might be close.
Yeah, yes. I think people consumed more of what Dolly Parton did than they did of Betty White. Like people, especially in my generation.
Betty White kind of spiked late.
It was kind of like the in vogue thing to be like, oh, Betty White, the greatest. Yeah. But Dolly Parton,
sustaining,
right,
superstardom.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if there is anyone like her. I guess Abigail Mack is the best option available.
They said Keanu Reeves, and I don't know.
I love Keanu.
I don't know if they're being serious.
No, I think people.
The trash assassin says Denzel Washington.
Yeah. This guy's saying Tim is sitting right next to you. That's from Wrinkly Taints.
I mean, candidly, I was a little irritated that it took that long. Yeah. It took Wrinkly Taints to be the one to say.
Denzel's a good answer. Denzel's a good answer.
Guys, Snoop Dogg is close to that level, and maybe even higher if you catch my drift, Doug. That's from the 314.
No, he's not anywhere close.
I like the Denzel answer.
Barbara Walters was an ass to Dolly. That's from the mayor of Burkesville.
Yeah, it did an interview that didn't go that well.
Oh, is that right? Really?
Yeah.
What would it have been?
It's like on, I don't know if it was
she holding her accountable?
2020 interview or something.
Right, but what would the topic that would get anyone sideways?
Yeah. Was this like way back when?
Or? Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Her charity work and love is up there with anyone. Maybe Jimmy Carter, but Carter isn't as loved as Dolly, obviously. That's from B Money.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing, is to be both so good at what you did in terms of what made you a star, then to be so universally loved, and then also to be like such a good person. Like, it's just that's a rare trio right there.
And just decency in public,
Right,
and
that's
private.
the thing. Yeah, it's.
I don't know. I don't know who sent this out last night. It might have been like Chuck Dunlap, SEC, who I follow. The voice of the Tennessee Volunteers, November 1st, 1998, was retiring. That was his final season. Had been the voice of the Vols for 3 decades, and they posted a letter that Dolly Parton sent to him. Wishing him the best and going into how much they listened to him on the bus because her tour manager was a big Volunteers fan, and just like kind gestures like that were done when nobody was looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you are talking about a universally beloved star where I think a lot of people, both today and when they found out the news yesterday, are truly saddened by. And finding out more and more about her life and the way that she carried herself that make people respect her. You're right. I don't know in 2026 how many people match that standard. I guess Keanu Reeves, apparently.
I love Keanu.
Barbara Walters said to Dolly Parton in a 1977 interview, she was an up-and-comer at the time, Walters said, "Dolly, where I come from, I would have called you a hillbilly." Dolly Parton said, "If you would have, it would have been something very natural, but I would have probably kicked you in the shins."
Why am I on hold? That's from Doug's Quarter Zip.
Well, why would you be on the air?
Doug's Quarter Zip is on the Callier and Thompson phone lines and not happy about being on hold.
Is he the chant guy?
I think it might be the guy who chants. And at this point, if he's out there chanting, he might be by himself. Doug's favorite Quarter Zip, you are on the Callier and Thompson phone lines.
Good morning, fellas.
Hello, Quarter
How you
Zip.
doing?
Oh, we're fine. You?
So you call in, but then you text in to let us know you're on hold.
It's the Larry Nickel playbook, Martin.
Bad Larry Nickel playbook, but really it was because nobody vetted me. I just got put on hold right after I called and got put on hold. No Kurt.
You're saying Chairman Kurt didn't answer the phone?
No, I just got put on to the wait list.
Once you become a frequent caller, I learn
bumped
names.
up. Gotcha. I want you to know that I'm not going to be saying anything like what's his face did yesterday.
Doug, was that Martin's dangly bit?
You better not.
Oh, I won't, Doug. Don't worry.
Okay.
First of all, R.I.P. Dolly Parton. May the Dixie Stampede and the Imagination Library live on forever.
Oh, that's right. I went to that once in Branson with the kids. The Dixie Stampede. They ride around on like ostriches or something.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, and then they just keep bringing you food, kind of like the cable guy when they go for medieval times. They just bring like a cup of mead.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah. But no, so I wanted to talk to you guys first. Well, 2 things. Alec Burleson, guy's an absolute beast. Did anybody see the MLB Network coverage on him last night or yesterday?
I did not. No, I missed it. Sorry.
Oh, DeRosa really went in on his batting stance and how he's really changed it over the last couple of years and how he's just more comfortable in the box.
I have no idea. I could kill us.
Wow. Okay.
No, we like it.
Second, more pressing issue, and I guess I'm going to ask Doug this question because he probably has the most experience with it.
You taking questions, Doug?
Well, it's a good one.
You're going to have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what I have to do. I don't like to be bossed around.
So I may or may not be walking into a cuck situation.
Okay.
I don't know. So a week ago, I'm walking my dog, and I see this old lady outside in her front yard doing something with her flowers, and her flowers always look good. So I asked her, "Hey, what do you do with these flowers to make them look so good?" She gives me this long tangent of an answer, shows me her backyard, and then that's about it. Well, my wife, like 2 days ago, was walking our dog, and that old lady stopped her, gave her a piece of paper with her number, her name, and her address, and my wife thinks it's a winky face, smiley face. I think it's just a regular smiley face. And she gave her some like pink lace stuff. She told her to put on my flowers so the bugs don't eat them, but it's like lace.
Doug.
So I don't know if my wife's about to get cucked or like where I'm at
You got a breath?
Are you at Queenie? Are you riding with Chairman Steve? Why are you having audio issues?
I am walking my dog, and she's being not the most compliant right now.
Okay.
So
Is there any chance? Is there any chance? Doug's sweater vest. Is that what it was? Did you stop walking for a second?
Yeah, I could just stop walking in the middle of the road.
Just a thought. Well, I don't want you in the middle of the road.
Some texters.
All right, I'll pull off to the side.
Yeah, actually, the texters are saying get back to the middle of the road.
I'm also getting pretty excited about this lady. I don't know though.
How old is she? You said she was old.
Yeah, I mean, if we're not kink shame, but if that's,
right.
I mean, Iggy was with Leona Helmsley.
She told me that she's on a pension from McDonnell Douglas. If
Oh, Doug, that is erotic.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, she flexed the pension to me too, but I didn't even ask about it. So I was really like, man, she's really trying to get this young guy to.
So how old is your wife, if you don't mind me asking?
She's right around my age, early 30s.
So there'd be a 3-decade gap?
Possibly 4. I'd bet 4.
Is it possible she just wants to help you with your flowers?
No, Doug, that's not possible.
Why not?
I guess it could be, but I don't know. I just don't
So
get that vibe.
are you comfortable with your wife being seduced by this lady who was born in the 40s?
I mean, if my garden beds look nice next year, I guess I'm okay with it.
All right. Well,
small price to pay for some good petunias.
Do you think she's looking for the less popular?
Do I think she's looking for the less popular?
Yeah.
Am I the less popular?
No, the MFF. Maybe she wants the both of you to join her.
Oh, wow. Nice question, Jackson. Good for you.
That is good. That's a guy who's on M for M on Craigslist often, knowing all those words.
Are you?
No, yeah, I'm on Craigslist a lot. I think it's 2007.
Oh, papers.
All right, well, that's all I was really wondering.
It was a nice story.
Good
It was
call.
a good
Honestly,
story.
good call.
We enjoy cuckolding
The question being,
situations.
what would you do, Doug? What would Doug do?
You make the call.
Well, if you're not comfortable, I would just accept her help as being innocent. She's just trying to help your flower beds until she makes a more aggressive move.
Okay, well, I will not initiate, or my wife, and I will just let her make the aggressive move.
Yeah,
and I'll say, this is what Doug told me. And she probably will know who you are.
I don't think
You know, Doug Vaughn from Channel 4.
I don't think I haven't been there in a long time.
No, she used to work at McDonnell Douglas, Doug. So
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
sure
She's
she
on a
watched you.
pension.
Why don't you let us know where it goes from here?
Yeah, keep us updated.
Okay, yeah, for sure. I'll do that.
All right.
Okay.
All right, you guys have a wonderful Wednesday.
All right, check in.
There you have it.
Yeah.
That's
Is it a weed?
Doug's
Well,
favorite quarter zip.
Doug's favorite quarter.
This guy's neighbor listens to the show. Her name is Sharon. That's from 314.
I like sausage as much as the next guy.
Would this be a pre-depression cuck like Iggy with Leona Helmsley? That's from Big Walt's Missing Teeth.
Pre-depression. We're going back to the 20s?
That's what Helmsley was born.
1920s.
Helmsley was born in 1920.
Yeah.
But everybody
Married
calling
in 38.
Everybody's on foot. Everybody's moving. I think you make the call.
He
on
really
the
sounded
show.
very out of breath, did he
Right.
not?
If you call the show, can you just
Like the story
stop?
was so hot that he started to,
Just stop.
you know.
I was so engaged, and then he revealed the 4-decade age gap,
Yeah.
and then at that point I was moment I was disengaged.
Didn't it just seem like a story? He walked by, he complimented her. Well, hey, your yard looks great. She goes, okay, thank you very much. Here's what I did.
You think he
Here's what you could
extrapolated?
do.
Yeah, but he
I think
opened
maybe.
up the story by saying, my old lady neighbor. I was like, well, is she going to introduce you to somebody who's going to cuck you? I didn't think she would be doing the cucking.
Like a cuck agent.
Yeah, so yeah, right. Like Nevin Shapiro.
Oh, yeah, he cooked me. If you got that McDonnell Douglas pension, you wield a lot of power.
Yeah, probably doing well.
Sure.
Are we going to gloss over the fact that he was worn out from walking?
He did
That's
really,
a wedding
he
tackle.
really seemed like he was having trouble.
And I think he's a firefighter.
Is he?
Am I not?
Did he say that?
Previous
installments. It's tough to remember.
He's still on hold.
Not anymore.
So we
late
say
checkout, no
goodbye.
dice.
They say hello. They're still on the line.
No, yeah. Check out to
What?
10:30.
10:30. Why not 10?
No.
You get some wiggle room, boy.
Well, yeah. Well, you want to keep the option open in case they want a late checkout, and then you get paid.
Doug Brown and Crouppen makes this program possible. They make phone calls like that possible. They're online at getbc.com. They are the presenting sponsor of TMA and have been now for 3 years. 314-222-2222. That's 314-222-2222. If you are in need of a personal injury attorney, you want somebody who is local and who knows the local legal environment. That's Brown and Crouppen. That's Terry Crouppen. That's Andy Crouppen. That's Ed Herman. They are local and in St. Louis, founded here in 1979 and online at getbc.com or by calling 314-222-2222. Remember, the choice of lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements. It's 1027 in St. Louis. The program's called The Morning After, presented by Brown and Crouppen from the Stiefel Studios on 101 ESPN. Look, who is the other vocalist?
I don't know. Can I have initials, please? Oh, I thought you had that right in front of you. Sorry to crowdsource.
No, it's okay, Doug. I'm always here for you.
All right.
RVS.
RVS. Rick Van Snyder.
Really
Who's
close.
that?
Really close.
Was it?
You had the first two names right.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, second letter, last name.
H.
Rick Van Shusteren.
No, that's not a name.
Rick Van Schuster.
No.
Rick, third letter, please.
E.
Rick Van Chestermeyer.
No.
Next letter, please.
L.
Rick Van Shelley. Vic Van
Christ.
Shelman.
T is your next letter.
Rick Van Shelton.
Yes.
Oh, see, that was easy.
I really thought you were going to nail it on the first
I had
go.
no idea.
It's Conway Twitty, damn it!
It says right here, Ricky Van Shelton. It's a duet by American country music artist Dolly Parton and Ricky Van Shelton.
Okay.
Kurt with a C. Jackson's One-Sided Lover is what it says, is on the Callier and Thompson
Hell's
phone
that?
lines.
One side, he won't turn over?
I just don't think Jackson maybe feels the same.
No.
Okay.
Well, this is Kurt with a C, Doug. Kurt with a C, you're on 101 ESPN. The program's called The Morning After.
Oh, yeah, good morning. I didn't realize I didn't realize I was in a love affair with Jackson or even had, physical or emotional attraction to him.
When did you find out about it?
Join the rest of the crowd.
Well, whenever I liked females more than males, I don't know.
It's like R2-D2.
Is someone going to back over you?
We're hearing little beeps. We're hearing little beep noises like someone's going in reverse.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's okay. Fine.
The thing is, I don't know why does this get brought up every time I call in? You say one thing on this show, and it becomes and it follows you around. It's like,
From
how
your
are we
mou-
going to that EDM
From your mouth to God's ear. Ain't that the truth?
Tell me about it. No, I was calling. I tried to call in yesterday because Doug made an asinine take. And you just sounded like
You could call it every day with that.
well, it was really audacious what you said.
Well, what did I say?
You sat behind a news desk for 60 years, and you're trying to lecture a bunch of baseball players about how many days off they should have. What do you know about it?
Well, I wasn't lecturing anyone. Just saying I played enough baseball to know that you can play an entire game and not be very tired at all when it's over. I'm sure it's a long grind. 162 games is a long, long grind.
Right.
But still,
right.
it's not the most physical of professional sports by any stretch. Maybe the least physical of any of the major sports.
I mean, you work at KMOV, so why don't you go down and ask Ollie Marmol why they're not playing every day then?
Well, because I don't want to. Why would I do that?
Because you're on the air making all these claims that J.J. Weatherholt shouldn't have a day off, and yet you won't put your media badge to work and go ask why he's having days off.
Oh, I don't have a media badge anymore. I'm just a talksmith and a takesmith now.
Yeah, well, I don't believe you.
You don't think baseball players can play every game or almost every game?
No, I don't. No.
Well, how come they used to?
Because they were on amphetamines.
Oh, okay.
Doug, Greenies.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Well, I don't begrudge them taking a day off. I can understand why they would want that. I would think most nights they could play.
Maybe, but maybe they need a mental break. I mean, I think Nolan Gorman could use a long break. But if a guy gets in a slump, I don't. And we're in late August. I don't see any problem with resting some guys every now and then, especially because the season's shot. So I just think he sounded really uninformed.
Well, why don't you go down and tell Ollie that Nolan Gorman needs a break?
I don't work at KMOV like you do.
I don't work there.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all.
Yeah. You're telling me right now you haven't been working on the CBC season preview?
I have not.
You guys don't have a bunch of stuff rolling out?
I've not been working on that.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess we'll just agree to disagree then.
Oh, okay. How often would you like to see a baseball player take a break?
Well, hell, I don't know. I'm not down there.
Well, you don't have to be down there to know. You watch, you see, you know what's going on.
I don't personally talk to the players, so I don't know what they're going through on a day-to-day basis.
Okay. Yeah.
And I don't profess to speak for them either.
Well, I don't either.
You seem to.
I don't. Remember when Cal Ripken played every game for years and years? Remember that?
Yeah, and he sucked a lot of those
He
years.
didn't suck. He was one of the best players in the league. One of the absolute best players, Hall of Fame player.
Of course he is, but he should have taken more days off towards the end of his career. He was I don't think it was right what he did.
Well, if you're pushing 40, sure. If you're 23 or 24, you shouldn't need many days off in baseball.
Yeah, he was dragging the Orioles down.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Yeah, Cal Ripken, what a bum. Jeez, he wanted to play every day. What an idiot.
He hit 277 during that streak, Doug.
Yeah, he's one of the best players of his era.
Yeah, how was his defense towards the end?
He was a really good all-around player. Better than really good. He was a Hall of Famer. One of the best ever at his position.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
But you don't think he should have been playing?
I think he could have used some days off.
Well, he apparently didn't think that.
Right? Yeah, no, I know. I agree.
I'm not saying every player needs to be Cal Ripken. I'm saying young players, and the Cardinals are loaded with young players, they should be able to go just about any night, especially if you're facing a really crucial game.
How much money does KMOV pay CBC?
It's in the hundreds of thousands.
KMOV pays CBC.
Yeah, for their TV rights. What do you guys get paid for that? Or what is it you guys pay them for that?
I don't have any idea. I'm not there. I haven't been there for 5 years.
Were you guys working on the negotiations back then?
We were, as far as I know, no. As far as I know, those talks had not started.
Okay, we've been here a long time.
Sure have. Okay. Put him down.
He's gone.
Put him down.
Just like that, he's gone. Jackson, does the fact that he won after Doug make you more interested in...
consider me a fan. Just I felt like we were kind of talking in circles there for a while.
Yeah. He was going for the "you still work at Channel 4" joke.
Yeah.
Many times.
Yeah, one too many times. But, anybody who's going to go after Cal Ripken for playing too many games, I'm going to be on board with. That's the kind of that's why you take live phone calls.
Yeah.
For a guy to stumble into Cal Ripken was a bum who played too many games. That's what we do it for.
Tried to tough it out.
So wake up early and leave late.
You're welcome to call in as well, just like Kurt with a C, and hold any of us accountable if you would like. I would also recommend that you call James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency. That number's 314-961-4800. James Carlton's my insurance agent, and I recommend him wholeheartedly to the audience. Jamie Rivers made the switch and saved thousands and thousands of dollars. BK and Ferrario made the switch. Jackson Burkett made the switch. I made the switch 7 years ago. You can check out 500 plus 5-star ratings for James Carlton and his team when you go to Google. 314-961-4800. Save money, get great customer service, and have that peace of mind with James Carlton. 314-961-4800, or go online at carltoninsurance.net. If your insurance costs a leg and an arm, call James Carlton State Farm. The program's called TMA 101 ESPN. Oh, you like this one or not?
Sure.
It's Team A101 ESPN, the program brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. It's the Design Air Heating and Cooling 10 o'clock hour here. And you can watch the program. And, Doug, I've got some news for you.
What have you got?
You will be presented with silver chunks because the TMA STL YouTube channel has hit 7,200 subscribers.
Okay. So I've already got gold bullion, and now I got some silver chunks.
Yep.
I guess I could use some platinum.
Platinum
I don't have much of that.
Lactazette, Dangerous, Entrazec, Leviras, Flizette. Mo money, mo problems. Hard to believe. It's been almost 30 years since Mo Money, Mo Problems came out. Isn't it? August 97.
I'm able to believe it.
And I was hanging out at my place in right next to Flat Branch, Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Rooming with Poling, Matt Poling. You know Matt Poling.
Squad.
Yeah, doggies. May or may not have run a sports book out of there. I think the statute of limitations is up. We're going to check on that.
I sure like that Flat Branch.
It's a good burger.
Tremendous chicken tenders.
You going to be down there next Thursday for the UAPB game?
No, sir.
You're just going right to the lake?
Yeah, right. My hope is to go to the first game I would go to is a Florida game.
Same here.
Yeah.
Doug, what about you?
I'd like to go to that Florida game. Got to find tickets.
October the 3rd, I believe.
Just ask the audience to give you tickets.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Can someone give me tickets, please? I'll take 4. Thank you very much.
Nice. There you go.
4.
Okay, I'm in.
There we go.
Chairman, you go to all the games, don't you?
Yep, I'll be at all the home games.
Season tickets.
Mm-hmm. Me and my old man.
How great is that? You go down there with your old man? What a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
You come right back.
folksy.
You stay at night over there.
I usually make the drive back.
Oh, do you?
Yep.
Listen to the Colonel's post-game show.
Makes the drive home
God,
so
it
much more
does.
tolerable.
It does. It's a family affair at this point.
And I'm a sucker for free parking like Doug. So I usually will make the long trek back to my car over on campus. By the time I'm like hitting the highway, Gabe's usually ready to fire it up.
Huh. That's nice.
I'm always, I know people do it, but like parking there on Stadium or Providence there, actually.
Right on the road?
Yeah, that always freaks me out.
Yeah, it doesn't look like
cars are going
parking
way
should be
too
allowed
fast.
there.
Yeah, share that opinion.
It feels
Cars
like
are
a
going-
highway. And
Yeah, cars can be going 50 miles an hour down that hill on Providence. You better be walking on the right side of the cars.
did they lose any parking with the new stadium?
I don't believe
improvement?
so. They did lose parking last year while the construction was going on.
Yeah.
There was some tunnels and some narrow spots you had to fit into, which I saw some people having to walk very sideways to get through. But I think since finished, it shouldn't affect parking.
Someone there needs to silence their damn phone. Every time you get a text message, I hear the ding, and then I look at my phone. That's from the 314.
No one in here.
I don't hear that going off.
I'm full on silence mode.
Always. Plus, because with the iPhone, you can have the little buzzer that goes, and it's silent still, but you feel it in your pocket or anything. So I never even see the point in having your ringer on.
I agree.
No, yeah, I always have the vibration thing.
We'll have the winner of the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today coming up here in the final segment. Then we head down the hallway for after the morning after. It's TMA 101 ESPN.
TMA is proud to be sponsored by Stiefel, one of the truly great St. Louis-based companies. It's true, good things come to those who wait. At Stiefel, great things come from knowing when to act. For 135 years, Stiefel has helped individuals, families, and business owners make thoughtful financial decisions. Founded in St. Louis, Way back in 1890, Stifel combines deep local roots with national capabilities. From customized wealth management to investment banking and traditional banking, Stifel delivers fully integrated solutions designed for complex financial lives, whether you're growing, preserving, or transitioning wealth. That same long-term mindset is why Stifel proudly supports TMA, because they know success is all about timing and knowing when the moment is actually the moment. The #1 wealth management firm for employee satisfaction 3 years in a row now, as ranked by J.D. Power and Associates. Investing, banking, advising, Stifel, where success meets success. Stifel Nicholas and Company Incorporated, member SIPC and NYSE.
This is Jackson with the Sports Center update, brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. Cardinals, Orioles tonight, 6:45 p.m. first pitch. Michael McGreevy on the mound for the Redbirds. There's another Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
It's TMA 101 ESPN. Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Chairman Kurt slides into the dais when Martin goes to onboarding. And then Jackson Burkett, who's now going by J. Bennett Burkett. Please address him as such. Jackson, you have the winner of the Design Air Heating and Cooling Email of the Day.
Matter of fact, I do, Tim. Today's winner and his third one of the month, Mark's Mulch and Bra.
Wow. Mark's Mulch and Bra, and he says nothing gets in between him and his Calvins. It's Mark over at Mark's Mulch and Bra.
You just can't steal slogans like that. There are copyright laws.
It seems like Mark's doing just fine. He's won 3 Design Air Heating and Cooling Emails of the day. The proof's in the pudding there, brother.
And it's, I think through the first 13 shows, didn't have a win.
Yeah, it just shows his ability to turn it on.
He's like the freeze.
Yeah.
Or maybe he was on vacation and wasn't listening, so he didn't bother to.
Who doesn't listen when they're on vacation?
Pretty much everybody.
That's when you listen more.
Right.
When you go on vacation,
right?
You say, stop, I don't want to see the sights here.
Right.
I want to sit for 4 hours and listen to the radio show.
Yep. You're at breakfast with comically large headphones streaming this program.
Huh.
So to make sure everyone knows that you're not available for conversation.
I see.
He's got to listen to Doug's quarter zip or whoever.
Right.
Give a take.
We got After the Morning After. We're heading down the hallway. That'll be on the TMA STL YouTube channel, which now has 7,200 subscribers, and Doug has silver chunks. BK and Ferrari are coming up next here on 101 ESPN from 11 to 2. Then the Fast Lane from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. For Jackson Burkett, for Chairman Kurt, for Martin Kilcoyne, for my brother Kevin, for Douglas Elvin Vaughn, I'm Tim McKernan. This has been The Morning After, presented to you by Brown & Crouppen from the Stiefel Studios on 101 ESPN and the TMA STL YouTube channel.